gets this right back, Charlie's definitely.
There's always just that attitude when like defenders, I think, it's like.
Watch along business. What a weekend it's been for many reasons. The referees and the haters couldn't beat Arsenal Football Club. For this week at least, we got 3 points. Spurs get battered everywhere they go. The Lily Whites lost against Leicester. Chelsea lost against City. And what would complete the weekend would be Manchester United losing to Fulham. You know, big up you lot that follow my content. But the Manchester United supporting friends I have, they do this. Empty barrels make the most noise. And despite their season being a mess, they're always watching other people's stuff. So I need them to lose today. If I'm going with my prediction, I'm going Fulham 2, Man United 1. You never know. Weird things have happened in football. Again, big up you lot. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, good night. Win, lose, draw, banter, serious talk. It's a pleasure to be here doing it all with you lot, people. So yeah, big up yourselves. Again, kickoff is 6 minutes away, people. What are we saying for predictions, for talking points, and all of that jazz? And Emil Smith Rowe, goal or an assist in a Fulham win to keep United 10 points adrift from relegation, will wrap up my weekend beautifully. What can I say to that? Exactly what we want to see. Have them rubbing shoulders with Van Nizzi's Leicester, and I'll be so shameless, you know. Again, I don't necessarily believe this, but the game's the game. You see, if that's the case, I'm gonna put in the group chat, what was the point getting rid of Van Nistelrooy for Amorim? They're near each other. So yeah, man, hopefully it can continue to be that. Should have a quick browse at the lineup just ahead of kickoff, people. You've got Fulham's lineup. DG, you're moving mad. Okay, I don't know what I've done, but okay. Leno, Cassange, Anderson, Calvin Bassey, Robertson, Sander Berge, Lukic, Harrison, Smith Rowe, Iwobi, and Jimenez. Now, Fulham have been playing great football. Individually, they've been doing great things. They're one of the most informed sides. Nobody wants to play against Fulham. I would say for Fulham, though, and I know it wasn't really the case at Arsenal, Leno has a mistake in him. Calvin Bassey defo got a mistake in him. Yochin Anderson is quite good, but Crystal Palace fans will tell you he's got a mistake in him. So they've got more than enough. If form was it, then clearly they're running away with it. But yeah, you got former Man United man Pereira on the bench. You got the young Josh King. You got Adama who could bring pace, and you've got Munoz. So it's going to be a tough game, and I don't think Amorim and Man United are expecting anything less than that. Onana has returned. Onana, Mazzawari, De Ligt, Maguire, Martinez, Fernandez, Højlund, Ahmad, Garnacho, Dalot, and Agate. Now, Man United remind me of how Arsenal were when it was just Bukayo Saka and everything else. If you play good, you play good. If you don't, you don't. I think Ahmad's probably the one they look at and say, yeah, you're right. I, as an outsider looking in, I think Mazzawari's actually done okay for them, been quite good. But it does seem like some Manchester United fans are getting on his back. In that regards, the lot the same. Agate looks like his fortune's somewhat changed. Boy, I'm really not sure for Højlund, boy, because I think Calafiori's got the same amount of goals as him. It's going to be an interesting game, man. It's going to be an interesting game for the neutrals, man. Jottin Anderson's long range passing out from the back is quality. He's a good footballer, man. I'm sure he used to play for Lyon. He's obviously at Palace. It did shock me when he went from Palace to Fulham. He's a good player. Just sometimes he goes to sleep. So yeah, man. But at the same time, Man United got problems for Fulham. They got plenty of players that could cause issues. Of course, if it was on form, you're probably betting more on Fulham doing stuff, people. So yeah, man. Again, everybody's talking, but nobody's offered any predictions, people. How do we think the game is going? What do we think will happen? I'm going 2-1 Fulham. I went off that. What's the statistics around this game as well, man? You know what? Life is funny, you know, because I never thought as a 29-year-old that I'd ever be in a situation where you hear Man United are affected by FFP. I never thought respectfully to Fulham, you know, even with Arsenal. I never thought, you know, either team, but today Man United are playing. I never thought you'd go into it and you could argue Fulham are the favourites, although Fulham sit 10th, United are behind them essentially. Statistically, let's see some stats, people. Fulham have won just one of their last 18 Premier League games against Man United, losing 14 and drawing 3. They did win 2-1 at Old Trafford last season. Since losing twice losing twice away to Fulham in 09. Man United are unbeaten in their last 8 Premier League visits to Craven Cottage. Fulham have scored exactly 2 goals in each of their last 5 Premier League matches. Now, looking at Manchester United's clean sheets or lack of, and Onana in goal, and obviously learning a new system and just mistakes in the team, surely they score goals today. Man United have lost 6 of their last 9 Premier League games, people. The Red Devils haven't had a run of 7 losses across 10 league games within the same season since doing so in the 1988-89 campaign between March and May. So this would be the first time they do it in my lifetime, if this is the case. Since losing 1-0 to Man United on the opening day of the season, Fulham have only failed to score in one of their 21 Premier League matches. A goalless draw against Southampton in December. It's weird how football works, isn't it? Out of all the teams to shut out Fulham, a team, well, United might, even though they're struggling for clean sheet. Southampton, crazy. Anyways, man, it is what it is. So yeah, man, we're 2 minutes away from kickoff. Get set, get comfortable, and again, big up the Twitch gang, big up you lot on YouTube. Let me get myself together. How long we got till kickoff? We got 2 minutes. I need to turn on the TV. If United lose, glorious Sunday hate watch. Broski, glorious hate watch. Amazing hate watch, man. You know, when it's Arsenal, they're on to us. This is why, you know what, football's dangerous, you know. This is, I know I don't really care about opinions, but just with your friends and whatnot, it's amazing when your team just does their job, you know. When your team just does their job, it's a free-for-all. I'll be real, it's boring getting at Man United now. It's boring getting at Spurs. It's almost boring getting at Chelsea. Like, I'm lying, it'll never get boring, but they're losing every week. People, I'm just conscious of the time, and I need to turn on my TV. You'd have thought by now I'd learned to turn my TV on before, but yeah, let me turn my TV on. Or we're going to struggle to do a watch along, aren't we? I'm a bit jealous though, people, because I'm not going to lie, I was listening to a dancehall mix. I was enjoying it prior to coming online. We put that over there. Why are you not turning on? What's going on? Hello?
It's rejoined us.
That's how the audio gets you cancelled. Well, Aston Villa versus West Ham. That's a decent game still. What's going on? What TV channel is this on? It's got to be on TNT. They're there. I don't know why I'm recording this. Ain't no one want to see this shit. Anthony Taylor, come on. Be like Michael Oliver, broski. Be like Michael Oliver. We need nonsense today. And let me actually sit down and race it against time. I'm dropping shit as well. Oh my days. Let's make sure we're ready to kick off and we pick that up. Fulham will kick off today, folks. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Fulham. We're cottagers for 90 minutes or until you lot concede. Fulham have gone long. Robertson, who's been in great form, and ironically, he's linked with a bunch of clubs, but he's linked with Liverpool a lot. You know what? Credit to Fulham. I think you lot will do well to hold on to your left back Robertson in the summer. His agent's probably fielding calls now. Cassange goes back to Leno. Come on, Fulham, man. Come on, Fulham. Calvin Bassey, I ain't really got confidence in you, but do your thing. That's why I ain't got confidence in you giving it to Fulham. I mean, to Man United. Come on, boys. Smith Rowe, I need this. You support Man United, bro. Do I? I mean, every day you hear something new about yourself. I never knew that. When the hate don't work, they start telling lies. Barbados in there for you, bro. Man said in there like slippers on a hustle on the island. Big up yourself, big up the Bajans, man. Appreciative to have you tuned in. Again, we can't draw too many conclusions a minute into this game. Shout out Riley as well. All right, big up yourself, Riley, and any of you that was with me on Twitch. I don't know why we were streaming Football Manager for close to 3 hours late at night, but we did. Smith Rowe to Jimenez, who has one of the best penalty ratios in the league. I'm a bit surprised Lenny Euro's been dropped for this. I mean, it's only just over a minute into the game, but Fulham have had the majority of the ball, but nothing's been going on. Iwobi's been in great form. Jotin Anderson, you're forcing the pass, and Jimenez shouldn't be offside for someone as experienced as his. Deluding my brother, we're young, black, and healthy. The future is bright. Jay, appreciative to you, man. Spurs are ish. Are Spurs up for a relegation battle? Deluding, you need real men to fight the drop. No one will be more happy than me if Spurs go down. Realistically, I don't think they do. Obviously, results dictate what you're fighting for or what what your season looks like. But it'd be amazing to see Spurs get relegated. But it'd also be amazing because like they're better than Ipswich. Pardon me, they're definitely better than Southampton, unfortunately. Yeah, there's a couple teams they're better than. but would like to see them get slapped. But they're so brave. Spurs are so brave, people. Didn't you know that? They're so brave. So brave. They won the league in September. They're ridiculously brave. I just want to know if I know if Arsenal only got 1 point from their last 7 games or something like that, up there for, you know, lose. What's the stat? You know, when you drop points from a winning position, all of that stuff. Boy, this is why Spurs are not big boys. You're not held to big boy standards. Nobody cares. And the ones that do care about Spurs that are not related to Spurs is Arsenal agendas. If Arsenal, Spurs should thank Arsenal for moving to North London. If we stayed in South, bro, no one ain't going to care about Spurs. We even brought the title over there. I'm so happy I got to witness that with their former player as well. If Spurs do go down, they ain't winning the championship Spursy settings. Boy, you know what? The 1-2 players that are actually good and actually worth something, they're without a doubt they're cutting in it really. Now, who would actually, like, obviously Maddison will cut, Romero will cut, Van der Ven would cut. That Kinky goalie, his name's Kinky, whatever, he's actually decent. He'll cut. Vicario will cut. I don't imagine Bentancur will be playing in the championship. I'm not sure for Basuma, but you'd imagine there'd be interest. Fulham have gone long here. I just need Wilson to, you know, Liverpool fans will know about Wilson or anyone in the Premier. If he can just pull it on his left foot and hit it. I do wonder what United's plans are this season and in the market, because obviously Anthony's gone. No clue. Rashford's not in the squad, and we need to remove this as well. I still got that out. Rashford's not in the squad. Surely they bring someone in because they're still in Europe. Like, they can still fight for it. They're still in the FA Cup. There's still a chance of silverware. But it fully appears like damage limitation settings. Just salvage what you can salvage this season. Calvin Bassey probably can't believe the amount of time and space he's got on the ball. I'll be watching Fulham's midfield very closely. Again, I do like Jochin Anderson's passing, but he's forcing it there. Their midfield was pivotal in us dropping points at this place. Oh, no. Rey Mysterio, a.k.a. Lisandro Martinez. Stop zooming into Bruno Fernandes and just show the game, TNT. It looks like Onana's going to go long. It's 4 minutes in, but it's the same old issues that United have in it. Like, there's a lack of fight. Not even fight. There's a lack of... You're really struggling to just simply see what the game plan is. And it's here with Leno, who's gone long. Him and as well, that's a you thing. Lisandro Martinez wins the header. To be fair, Ogate's done very well there for them. Hey, Guna, you're a weird guy, but you're always here. Hope you're doing better, Edward, man. I'm good, man. I mean, I am good. As again, we got the 3 points. We've seen a lot of our... Well, Spurs, I could never be Arsenal's rivals, but our rivals and Spurs all lose. Hopefully these man can. Højlund. I like him, but he's so raw and he's giving the ball away there. Fulham on the ball here. Iwobi, come on, you're the man of the moment. Iwobi galloping forward. Where's his options? Jimenez, stay on side. I love the run. Stay on side. Iwobi, Clark that. Oh, Nana saved it. First shot on target in the game. Weak effort from Iwobi, but do encouragement. Come on, Fulham. All came from Højlund losing the ball. Spurs are too Spursy. There needs to be another name, because like, even by Spurs' standards. And it's funny because I'm seeing the social media Spurs fans talking about the good days, and it's just Harry Kane scoring a goal. Well, I personally think Daniel Levy is an amazing owner / chairman / whatever he is. Oh, Nana has gone long again. Jochin Anderson wins it. It's a bit of a sloppy game, scrappy game. Not seeing too much from Smith Rowe and Iwobi or anyone really. That's a ball from Lisandro Martinez. Højlund. What is his decision making saying? It's a good turn from him. It's good hold up play from him on that occasion. Is that Garnacho? You still play for these, man? So there can't be a move imminent. Sorry, people, I will be sitting down. I'm just on the other side of the room. There's got to be, surely, I'm just looking for my Vaseline. Surely he can't be moving anywhere anytime soon. It feels like one of them games, one goal goes in and it just opens up. Found it. There you go. Sorry, folks. Just wanted some Vaseline, man. Bruno Fernandes. Garnacho. Sorry, folks, man. Black people struggles. Fulham should beat these lot. They should. But if Fulham don't score a couple goals in the first 20, 30 minutes, I think it's them, you know, them Bandulu smash and grab United wins. I was watching the Inter Lease game to see what Doku's on. The guy's not it, bro. Doku, sorry, Dorgu. He's all right. He's raw with it, though. Streets calling him Dog Poo. DG United fan or what? Hey, man. Pretty sure I support Arsenal Football Club, but, you know, as long as they're talking, you lot can, on the net, you lot can make up whatever rumors you want to make up. Just make sure you're hitting the like button. Smith Rowe heads it forward. Jimenez plays it back to Smith Rowe. Disarmed by Ogate. It's a bit of a scrappy phase of play here. Calvin Bassey's done well, even though he's falling over. He's found his left-back colleague, Robertson, who's in my FPL and has done quite well. Galloping for... go on, Robertson. It will be deliver. Jimenez is lurking. It will be. This is it. That was dead from you. Surely the offside flag comes up. It doesn't. It looks like it'd be a throw. There's no winning mentality in that club. If there was, they would not purposely lose against City. Honestly, Spurs is an embarrassment of a football club, but big up them. It's falling to Robertson here. Come on, deliver, man. Jimenez once, man. I'm not going to lie. Marco Silva, regardless of how the game goes, last 20 minutes, Adama Traore on, man, against tired legs. Please. I'm not watching the game. I'm just here to talk ball. I hear that, man. Talk ball, bro. Talking points. Hey, you lot get in, man. You lot have done very well supporting the content over the last 24 hours in particular. You always do, but over the last 24 hours, man. I think we had a very good stream, City versus Chelsea. We obviously spoke about the game and we spoke about real life, etc. The lot. To be fair, well, I was just about to say, until Maguire lumped it long, curse of the commentator, you know, I actually was about to say United getting the ball down, knocking it about a bit now. But then, you know, Maguire saw Jotin Anderson and thought he had that in his locker. Never thought we'd be in a world where United are running free at the back every match, though. I know people could say it's Amarin's style, but, and you know, a back three can still, you know, it can be as attacking or as negative if you want. But as childish as it sounds, for me, when I see a back three, bar the exceptions like someone like Atalanta, and to a degree, I swear even Inter Milan have deployed that at times. I just feel you don't trust I just feel in general, if you play a back three, you don't trust you can still get collapsed as United have, but you don't trust your defense. Just like when Arteta used to do it. Ref, there's no advantage there. Passage of play between Iwobi and Smith Rowe that would make Arsenal fans proud has been stopped. Man United's Bruno Fernandes. He's giving it to Maguire. Oh, no. Well, Maguire has almost killed Lisandro Martinez, and you owe him a beer because he's actually made your terrible pass look good. And United are going forward here. Just as I said that, Mazawari, I thought Mazawari would get a free kick there. Ref don't agree with me. Emil Smith Rowe rocking the 32 to Iwobi. My Lenders. He tries to give it back to Smith Rowe. Moving too horny, Iwobi. 4-3-3 is more our style. It is, but at the same time, if that's what Amarin's done, like for now, well, I don't even know when Amarin took the job, but from the moment he took the job to the end of the season, it's damage limitation. I do feel he wants to play a back three. Naturally, there'll probably come a time where people will say, oh, you got to change it. As I said, I think a back three, you can still go forward. It's just in this country, it's connotated with, yeah, you're dodgy defensively. Right now, it's just damage limitation. He needs to just obviously get points on the board, see where they can go in a cup, install what he needs to install for the players that are going to be here. And just save face, just salvage what you can salvage, if that's even a what. Salvage, is that a word? Salvage is what I'm looking for the season. Maguire. Bit of a flat game, if that makes sense, people. Like, there ain't nothing. If you're just listening, big up yourself, but there's nothing of note. Ahmad, who's in my FPL team, baller. Fine. First time I've really seen him get on the ball. You know what? The Ahmads, the Smith Rowes, the Iwobis. I don't know if you feel this way about Garnacho, but the guys that are more likely to score for either team, they ain't really seen much of the ball. To be fair, it's really been the defenders. Ahmad's all the way over in this left-hand side. Bruno Fernandes, that's a ball. But you probably want Ahmad over there. It's gone to the lot. The lot, I don't know what he was doing, but he's giving it to Iwobi. How's he got? That's poor from Man United. I don't know how Iwobi's wiggled away from the United players, but who knows? Anyways, Fulham on the attack here. That's a terrible pass. But it's gone to Wilson. Wilson, when the chance comes, I beg you, put it on your left foot and wrap that, man. They ain't seen that before. Wilson. Come on, Fulham, man. Come on, boys. Smith Rowe. I'm here for this. Let it be a successful hate along. Plays a 1-2. Ahmad is cooking. Wasn't he about to join Arsenal at one point? I don't know about that, but I had him. He's more than what? Yes, it will we get there. Fucking hell, good tackle. Sorry for the swearing. Great last-ditch interception by Delete, folks. Jimenez, let's go, man. Smith Rowe, Leno, it will be. Swear I'm watching Arsenal of years past. Fulham, if you want to keep buying players, we got some good players for you. You know, there's little special deals on the Kiviors. Zinni's still there. Some good play. You know, Robertson's probably going to leave you. Lot, you know, invest in Zinni. In my opinion, Zinchenko's better than this Robertson guy. We got players for you, lot, man. We got Reece now. All right, big up Nelson because he's part of these lot, but he's injured. Big up Fulham, man. They lit galloping forward. What can he do on the ball? Not really any forward options, really. All I hear from you saying this is buy Zinchenko, bro. A couple man need to leave Arsenal tomorrow, bro. Every United game will be flat. Stating Jesus isn't that good of a striker. That's how he is, man. He just can't score goals. I think he's a good player. I don't think if you're judging goal the striker on scoring goals, then yeah, we're at where we're at with Gabriel Jesus. We need a forward. We need someone that. I get it. In the modern day, you got to be able to drop deep, work the channels, link up play, all of that stuff. But they need to also score goals, man. Like I know we're not getting Isaac, but for obvious reasons, we've been linked with Isaac, and the game in the cup against Newcastle, everything Arteta, or I believe Arteta wants from a striker beyond the obvious, he does that. I'm not sure. Ahmad of all people dilly-dallying in possession. Both teams starting to give it away cheaply, man. At that point, get Aiden to Craven Cottage. Wait. Get anyone over there, man. Who else we got to flog? Hey, that's a ball from Lissandro. Oh, Mazzawari. Why is Mazzawari in the... completely off topic, yeah? Do Man United fans ever think about Ten Hag? Because whenever I see Mazzawari, I always think two things. I think in a day and age where Man United signings have flattered to deceive, he's actually been all right. And Ten Hag, people can get onto you, but you know a lot more about football than me. End of the day, I'm on YouTube. You've won stuff at Ajax. You've managed Man United. You've won trophies for Man United. It is what it is. But just as an ignorant fan, why did you play? I swear you played Mazzawari as a 10 once. Ten Hag done a lot of nonsense for Man United, you know. And there's me moaning about when Una Emery played Mkhitaryan and Ozil as wingbacks. Harry Wilson on the ball here. Can he get Fulham out of here? And that's the thing. United used to be, well, the Ferguson days, Wilson's giving it away. They used to be so good at the press. Ten Hag was on. Ten Hag just weren't a Man United manager. Like, forget tactics and all of that, which obviously plays a part. He just always blaming things. Like, always blaming things. Always blaming, like, so sour. And as an Arsenal fan, like, okay, cool. You think Gabriel, you know, that goal was disallowed. I think it was ironically Højlund. But like 3, 4, 5, 6 months later, he's still chatting. Højlund trying skill. Brother. It's very sloppy from both teams. They're both giving it away. Harry Wilson. Hey, Smith Rowe, we're lit. Come on, brother. Ref, pen, please. Oh, it's great tackling. It's starting to open up. Both teams quite poor, man. Remember, the new era starts now. No accountability. Ten Hag was smoking high grade, looking at things now. High grade don't do that to you, bro. You're smoking spice. That's crack cocaine. There's no, it could be coke, but I think that's crack. That dirty sand, mate. Like, he was doing something different. I mean, if I was Ten Hag, I can't lie, I would look at my time at United as a success. Only because in 10, 20 years from now, obviously we were there, remember, but he's won 2 trophies. He got to manage Cristiano Ronaldo. You're going to have to play Obi Martin at some point. It would have been nice if he stayed, man. You might have got your... I want to... Do you know what it is with Arsenal, yeah? I want a striker to... I know Rashford, you don't say what you want, but he still was a striker / inside forward that came through your system. I always say, yeah, I don't care. I love Haaland players, innit? I don't care where they come from. My dream is to see 11 academy players all play at the same time, which is never going to happen. But I want to see a centre-back come through Arsenal's system, and I want to see a striker. Like, as shit as Spurs are, they had Kane. Ironically, Kane got released by Arsenal. So did Andy Cole on the topic of United people. Honestly, big up you lot. 60 minutes in, there's nothing of note, man. At no point have you heard me, or if you're watching the game, have you gone, what a save, Leno, what a save, oh, Nano. I actually think both teams have been quite sloppy on the ball, if I'm honest with you. Pardon me. Fulham have been a bit better, naturally, but then they have stuff like that where Anderson's trying to do a madness. Next thing I hear from Arsenal, Eddie Nketiah is brought back. Okay, I'm mad. Some people don't understand that people can forgive things if you stop making excuses and admit you've been crap and need to be better. That's for all walks of life. Exactly. Obi Martin will probably go back to Arsenal at some point. You reckon? I don't think so. If anything, you'll get to a point where you might have made your debut for Man United. You might have made your debut for Man United. You might criticize you might not see a pathway, and then you move on. And at that point, Man United not going to care, because I don't know how much you lot paid in terms of compensation, but like, even if it was 2 million quid for someone that ain't made their debut, what is that to a football club where you're buying, not even criticizing him, but hoisting for X amount? I'm sure Amarin's got bare things he wants to do, but he's probably looking at a striker. Don't get twisted. He could come. I think Obi Martin will get game time there. I'd love for him to stay, but I understand if at the time, if Ruud van Nistelrooy is at Man United, you never know, because at the end of the day, both clubs or all clubs are going to say everything under the sun to get you to join or stay. But Ruud van Nistelrooy, striker legend, learn from him at the time. United, if they're saying there's a pathway, you're getting more money, do your thing, innit? It is what it is. Cheeto never playing for us again, unfortunately. He's a baller. Don't get twisted. He's a baller. He's a baller with a bright future, yeah. But you see, when it comes to these young talents, one thing that annoys me is people that do, when a young player leaves your club and everybody loses their marbles, bare of these guys are not watching them. They've never watched them once. One thing I would say the most disappointing thing for me, beyond the obvious with Cheeto, might cut the track. It won't be. Oh, now the spilt. The most annoying thing with me with Obi Martin is obviously he's maybe 6'5", something like that. But he can lean on man and barge man, but he don't rely on that, if that makes sense. He's got the technical level. He'll do that if he needs to. And I actually feel like if you watched him in the youth league a couple of times, or when he's playing in the playing up, I think he looked a bit slow, like he weren't as sharp as the other young players, and his general play, he weren't working the channels and that. And that slowly but surely improved just before he left. Long ball forward. Calvin Bassey, you got time. Oh, you might get in trouble. Ahmad's on to you. Ahmad leading the press. Leno, Robertson, carry it, my brother. Carry it. Go on, Robertson. Carry it. He'll be better than Haaland in a few years. Massive claim. Massive claim. I'll take your word for it. Jochin Anderson must be being told to play these passes. The idea is not bad, but he's trying these Hollywood passes and he keeps losing it. Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes. Kyle, I just think United need better players, I'm just looking around. I hope you never get them, but yeah. Koji Juby lit. I like him. But at the end of the day, you got, as a young player, yeah, you've got to do whatever. Oi! Garnacho just sent someone shot. He's done very well to find Mazzawari. He's floated it up. Where are the strikers for Man United? Anyway, Smith Rowe. I completely lost my trail of thought. Someone remind me what I was saying. I don't remember. That's a good tackle from Wilson. I actually don't remember what I was saying then. Oh, yeah, Koji Juby. You got to remember, yeah, whether you're coming through any Premier League team, but Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, 2-degree Spurs, there's pressure on these clubs at first team level to win stuff. You're buying players and have got the capacity to buy players for multi-million pounds. And in England, it's a very English thing. Man will spend money, and then the solution is to spend more money. It's just, for me as a young player, if I was an agent or anyone, do what you need to do. Have no regrets, because you could, like, Cheeto Obi Martin could have stayed at Arsenal and he might come true. He could have gone to United and it may or may not work out, but at least because these clubs are gonna tell you everything under the sun. For me, you need to be at a club where you can start games, try get 100 career appearances under your belt, and then take it from there, man. And these clubs don't care about you, bro. These clubs don't care about no one. Go get your piece. People would say, "Oh, Murray Hutchinson shouldn't have left Arsenal. Look at Ethan and Lewis Skelly," and you could say that. But last time I checked, all of them are playing Premier League football. No two pathways are linear. Yeah, Cheeto will have a long career, in my opinion, and I'll never knock a young man for taking the opportunity to change his and his family's lives forever. 30 grand per week, crazy. When we was 4-3-3, we was killing teams with possession and defense. If I was Cheeto's circle, I'd be telling them to go to United also with the wages they offered. And don't get twisted, Cheeto is not an idiot, or his people around him can't be idiots. You try your best to make it at United. If it comes to a point where, I need to play football and it's gone past going on loans, you're going to cut, in which United would have made a profit. The world keeps spinning. 21 minutes in as a neutral. I'm disappointed, man. There's nothing really. I'm sure you don't feel the same way if you support either club, but not really seen anything. That's cool. I like Jose Dewberry. I reckon he should have been one of them that goes like an Ajax or like not even necessarily Ajax, a team with no resources. But he's done well. He's gone Brighton. He's playing week in, week out for Blackburn. That's what you got to do. Either way, you're playing more first team football than you was getting at the time at Arsenal. The same goes for Norton Coffey and half of these guys. Like Lewis Skelly and Ethan are doing well, but when you deep it, obviously we can banter and say this player isn't good, that player isn't good. But like, if there's an 18-year-old on the bench for Man United now, yeah, and he's playing politically, sometimes you have to, there's an element of some players are going to play ahead of you because they were bought by the club for X amount of millions. Once if you're a young defender, young attacker, whatever you would be, yeah, you're competing against seasoned pros, career professionals, guys that were bought for millions of pounds. Like, well, being a footballer is a madness. That's a ball. No, it's not. I saw something else. Fulham have intercepted. 22 minutes in, it's still 0-0. Not seen anything, man. Smash the likes, man. Good luck to Arsenal. I hope they win it this year. Can't stand Liverpool, my bro. We ain't winning no Prem, but I'll take all the support we can get. It's not really an exciting game, is it? Big up you lot tuned in, but and I wouldn't change it for the world, but it's hardly exciting, is it? It's hardly a game for anything really screaming shout about. We need a goal. Iwobi's made a good run. The thing is, Fulham are not gonna. They might, but there's like 2 men in the box, so it's not making sense. Iwobi, Robertson. To be fair, United have got numbers back defensively, and that it is kind of blocking the space. Even that, yeah, for a young attacking player, like all these guys that waffle about academy football, yeah. If you watch all of these attacking players, notice how they attack the spaces on and off the ball. Jimenez, Lukic, Robertson. Jess, aka she knows Arsenal, an apology over Robertson, boy. No way Jimenez tried to buy a free kick off Maguire. Did he actually win that? Oh, he really tried to be like his countryman Eddie Guerrero there, innit? Throw into Man United. I can't lie. It's very minor, but I hate these throw-ins as a fullback in Sunday League. You know when you're deep in your own half? De Ligt wins the header. The Fulham youth kind of wins the header. Huijsen, that's too easy. And then the Fulham youth's lost his footing and United can counter. This is playground football. This is kind of horrible, you know. From both teams, this is horrible, bro. Smith Rowe on the attack. Come on, Smithy. Iwobi, let's go. Jimenez to the near post. Iwobi, you're doing too much YouTube, bro, because you're not doing what you need to do. You know what, yeah? Obviously, we only care about footballers, right? But I must admit, I do like to see footballers doing their own thing away from football. I think Iwobi's doing the right things of what he does off the field, and it's nice to watch his YouTube channel. The same said for Anya. He don't do YouTube, but Cole Palmer's building up his brand. There's bare ballers like that. Smith Rowe, Harry Wilson. Hey, ref, that's a yellow. Game will open up. Both teams just probing now. I can't look at my team. They're looking like joke, man, and we are getting linked with Ten Hag. We're finished. Who's that? What team is that? What team is that? And what? Ten Hag? Pardon me. Do you support Dortmund? Bro, I told you a few weeks ago about Ekitike as an Arsenal target, and he's been smashing it last few weeks. Think it's possible in Jan. I think he's a bit too raw. You never know. You put the money down. Ain't he in Germany? It's gonna take a lot. For the squad, yeah. And obviously he's a young striker. They do peak late, but away from my objective kind of balanced opinion, just as a fan wanting to be excited about Claire, I wouldn't. Hugo Ekitike, he shouldn't have moved to PSG when he did. He moved far too early. He's a good player, but I'm not thinking immediate. I'd throw him into the like Evan Ferguson kind of bracket. Free kick to Fulham. You got Munoz on the bench. His teammates did him dirty. I don't know why, but he was recorded at training and he was walking into like the clubhouse and he stumbled. Furious goals from set pieces this season. Fulham have only scored twice. Liverpool only have 3. Leicester only have 4. And 6 teams have 5. I can't tell you the 6 teams because it doesn't say. Yochin Anderson heads it back across. De Ligt, who's done well today clearing his lines. And that's the end of that. Fulham still, however, have the ball. That was surely a Michael Oliver red. Hit him above the knee ankle, no? Come on, man. Ain't no red card. Yellow, man. Shout out everyone locked in. Shout out Stylish, man. Shout out the members. Sesko will go to Arsenal, though. if they really at this point, just make sure it's done in it. It's not happening in January, in my opinion. Just get it done in the summer. Like I'm actually quite tired talking about strikers and that. Calvin Bassey to Emil Smith Rowe, Smith Rowe to Robertson, but there's not enough Fulham bodies in the box. Nonetheless, Robertson delivers, and it's in technically that will go down as a shot on target as into the hands of Onana. Oh, this ain't the game I thought. To be fair, Hugo's playing better than Sesko. Looks a better fit for our system. Bring him. If that's what you lot are saying, and Arsenal are genuinely interested, bring him, man. I need to see something in January. Wait, Højlund, that's a bit. You can put the burners on. Jochin Anderson's done quote unquote well. That's a good first touch from Leno. Leno killed Calvin Bassey. Calvin Bassey dropping shoulders. Okay. Sent Ahmad's shot. Good passage of play here. Welby. Okay, Welby to Harry Wilson. Wilson to Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe, look up, man. That part, the 1-2's dead. Smith Rowe, come on. Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe. Okay, he's kept it moving. Iwobi straight away to Robertson. Straight away. Okay. Him and Iwobi really want to play 1-2s together, innit? United have dealt with that. Højlund, that touch. I can't tell a professional footballer anything, but that's horrible. Both teams taking a piss, man. Fans are paying all heap of money to watch this on TV, and even more to watch it in the stadium. And you lot, pardon my language, you lot just gifting the ball back. First touches are dead, loose balls. See, it's horrible. F Michael Oliver 100 times, man. I'm tired of talking about transfers that haven't happened. At least Cabra is at the club already. Paper talk, I guess. What happened with the Zubamendi signing in the summer? I mean, the Ornsteins, the Romanos, the credible ones that were saying it, I couldn't tell you. Like I said at the time, unless he's holding an Arsenal shirt or I see it's official, I'm not on it. Never a foul. Harry Wilson, I can't believe you're looking for a foul. Maguire, who's got the same name as Harry Wilson, Harry Maguire, wins the ball. Mazwari, Garnacho, Bernardo, Bruno Fernandes. Thought he was fouled there. Ref don't agree with me. Garnacho still has the ball though. This is dead. We'll only know about Zubamendi in the summer. Lucky Craven Cottage is not as expensive as some clubs, yeah, but it's going to cost an arm and a leg. And especially, I always assume that, you know, like I live 2 minutes away from the Spurs ground. Arsenal's 20 minutes, 20 minutes. That I always assume everyone's local, innit? What if you have to actually buy a rail ticket and you're going with your family and your family, like let's just say some father took his 2 kids and his wife today. They ain't got Fulham shirts, so they bought all of them get the new season Fulham shirts. Dad wants a beer, mum wants a bottle of wine or something. The kids want juice and food and programs. Bro, football is expensive, you know, and it's only like life is only going to get worse. Football is a thing. It will be. Goes back to Robertson. It's a goal kick, but oof. But yeah, the Zubamendi thing. Until I see it's officially confirmed, I'm not on it, man. Like, no, on it. Like there ain't nothing. Like you lot are with me in it. Like there ain't nothing to say. Like we could talk about him till we're blue in the face, and you can see my skin color will be here all day. But until I see Arsenal fans online being weird and tracking plane tickets and planes and all that, until I see he's pictured at London Coley for a medical. Pardon me, Cassange gifted it away. I understand when you've got someone that is good in the air like Jimenez, you want to go long, but he's only one man. And to be fair, Fulham, these passes are dead. I don't trust Zubamendi to sign properly. Do you rate Jadon Sancho as world class? I rate Jadon Sancho, but he's not world class. Nah. What's he done? Respectfully, if Jadon Sancho's world class, then the bar is on the floor. I do think, not you necessarily, but that whole, where's my charger? That whole world class thing is just thrown around too easily, in my opinion. Fulham have had 3 attempts, 2 on target. United have had no shots, none on target. But there's one of the shots on target from Fulham is a cross. Like, so he did it to me today. Garnacho could be in here. No, Jochin Anderson said forget it. Mazawari competing with Harry Wilson. How I haven't done this for a while, people. We might have to count 10 passes. Shout out American Gooner. Big up Unks in the cup. As the man said, lateness is greatness. Hopefully, for everyone rolling in now, the game gets better. Lissandro Martinez. This is just under 15 minutes to the end of the first half. This is literally a low-key affair. Bruno Fernandes. Mazawari. Thought that hit his hand there. Ref don't agree with me. Scrappy, man. Scrappy game of footy. Scrappy. Seen too many players supposedly signed for us in the past that never happened. Believe paper talk. I'm more than that. This is why I'm more than happy to make vids and speak and debate with you lot about if it be a good signing or not. But this is why Cunha and this one and that one is it's fun to talk about. But you seen them sign for the club? It's boring in that regard. Free kick to Man United. Hopefully the game can liven up. I don't think it will, but we can hope. You see what I'm talking about? Jamie Redknapp and these men are shameless, bro. I'm not even going to get into it, but he said it's absolutely disgraceful. We won't have any young refs in the game again. Yeah, mate. Yeah. There will never, 20 years from now, there will be no young referees. There'll be a new twat that we hate. What are you talking about? Unless AI gets involved. Shut up, man. Shut up, man. PGMOL have indicated that Lewis Skelly's found Doherty was deemed late and it should see just backing his done, man. Bro, the referee union, it come like mafia, if I'm honest with you. Jadon Sancho being the main man to carry a team to a Champions League final, but yeah, he's not world class. Big up Jadon Sancho for that. It don't mean you're world class. I think you're a very good footballer. I just don't think Jadon Sancho is world class. There's many footballers that ain't world class. And you know how silly that is? Because last time I checked, there's 11 players out there. And then if he's world class, then anyone that kind of made any sort of difference for Dortmund could be defined as that. Ignorance is bliss, I guess. Football's subjective. Harry Maguire. Lisandro Martinez. We're going to see something exciting for either side. Mazawari's cross can't quite get there. And he's falling on the floor or slipped a lot of times, man. He needs to change his boots. Garnacho tries to play a 1-2. Bruno Fernandes. Good defending by Cassange. It's cleared by Joachim Anderson. We are bottle FC in Germany. My stream getting blurry for some reason, even though it's legal. Using your commentary to keep track of who's who. Big up yourself, man. There should only ever be 22 at most 25 world-class players at a time, 2 in each position, and 3 mentions. It's like saying Onana is world-class for the chance final. You see what I'm saying? It's silly. Man said it like he done something as well. Like, if we want to play that game and be stupid, Kai Havertz scored the Champions League winning goal. Werner played a key part for Chelsea getting there as well. So if we want to be silly, all right, he's world-class as well then. Like, Onana. Maguire didn't take no risk, gave it straight back to Onana. I hear it. That's one thing I like about Maguire. You know, some players that are not capable of stuff, try stuff. He knows what I can and can't do. Højlund by himself. I do feel sorry for Højlund at times. And also Jimenez because they're isolated today. Both of them are isolated today. All I hear from my Chelsea friends is Nicholas Jackson is world class. I keep laughing at them. I'm not going to lie. They might just be trying to trigger you. There's no way people are saying Nicholas Jackson is world class. Good player. I like him. Where is Mason Mount as well? That is he's surely got to be on the bench. It's sad what's happening with Mount, man. Like the guy is 26. Since he signed for Man United, not seen him. Mount must be on the bench. No, he's not. Dang. No, he's injured. Jackson world class is a complete troll position. Don't listen to them, man. Havertz was a better signing than Mount. He was, but Chelsea robbed all of us, innit? I mean, we robbed ourselves again with Sterling. Like Sterling didn't rob us, we robbed us. Chelsea and ourselves robbed us. Iwobi gets it off Smith Rowe. God, Iwobi has to take on the whole of the Man United team, though. I'm not sure what he's doing there. It's falling to Jimenez. Off target. Let me say that my left finger is world class because it was in a year that the Champions League final was scored from 18 years away. Pardon me. It's like all the team. I know it's Sunday, and it's Sunday's a day of relaxation essentially, but I think the players of both teams are taking it a bit too literally, man. Sleeping. Big up Marco Silva. Surely he's a candidate to win Manager of the Year. Ariola's got to be one. He's gonna he'll probably be on slot if they win the league, and deservedly so, first year in that. Cassandre up against Garnacho. Is that a corner? Is that a goal kick, ref? Okay, he went with goal kick. Took a bit of a delay there. Havertz and Mount were sold to your club for being considered world class. Mackin, I'll take your word for it, man. You're right, man. This is the second game this weekend, yeah, that I've seen. Is it Infantino, Giovanni Infantino or something? The FIFA done, UEFA done, whatever he is. Why is he there? I'm mad on the free would move mad on socials. Sandy new deal. All right, come on, Fulham. Come on. Jimenez, your force white. Jimenez is greedy. Jimenez, that obviously no one in that team can tell you anything, but that is greedy. The angle was closed and he still went for the shot. Good ball into the box by Mr. Robertson. You know what? If you scored, it would have been amazing. That's poor. Poor from you. That's greedy from you. I mean, you want your strikers to be greedy. DG, would you take any United players on the pitch right now on a free? Besides Ahmad, of course. On the pitch at the moment, Mazawari, Ahmad. Oh, he said no, Ahmad. Mazawari. See a couple of players I like. I wouldn't. Yeah, Mazawari, Delit. Me and Arteta did want Lisandro Martinez as an inverted left back, so he can come and warm the bench. Mazawari, if I could only have one, probably Mazawari. Because you said no, Ahmad. Why they keep showing the FIFA president? I saw him yesterday. Trust. Fulham have all the offense so far. They're finding the gaps. We need goals, brother. We got agendas to run, broski. 39 minutes essentially on the clock. If you haven't smashed the like button, please make sure you've done that. Again, it's 0-0. It's not, informed Fulham, shaky Man United. It's not been what us neutrals probably would have expected. If it hasn't, definitely would have thought maybe even both teams, but I thought there'd have been at least a goal already. Sander Berge, just about to praise you, but you knocked it out of play. Delete a Saliba cover. Bruno for the squad, maybe for some chaos off the bench, maybe Zertsky. Yeah, but he said who's starting. I like Zertsky for the squad. Well, Robertson's the Fulham captain. I had work yesterday. How can I hear this geezer on the train to a football match talking about the last they did Charlie like it was nothing? That's their man's thing. This is horrible. Big up you lot, man. Not the Club World Cup people in attendance, man. United got 0 world-class players. Havertz has been better than Mount, but Purgatory is better hell. Don't want to be in either one. Throwing for Man United. This is horrible, man. I actually definitely getting a coffee at halftime because I can fall asleep live on stream. Big up you lot though, man. Okay, appreciate you. Big up the Kenyans, man. Them footy factory is, yeah, well, that's everything to them. That's normal, man. Like, Barca game at 8 p.m. DG. Who they playing? Oh, they call us Stoke. Oh, okay, he hoodwinked me. I thought he was going to launch a long throw into the box. Instead, he's found Mazawari. Agate. Back to Mazawari. Still on this congested right-hand side. Fulham's left. Robertson. Don't panic. He's actually done very well there. No, he ain't. He's fallen to a United man. Pardon me. Agate. I believe that's Agate. He sent someone shot. Good bit of skill. And he's not make someone. And he should win a free kick. Yeah, he got ripped. Agate showing you just because I'm a number 6 or defensive mid. Remember, man's Uruguay. Good bit of skill from him. That's the highlight of the game, though. Sorry, people. I need to stand up or I'm going to fall asleep, man. This is horrible. Should have won a link. I look certain. This is dead. Not you, Lord. But yeah, this is tight. We need a goal, man. Liven this up. Ruined the halftime team talks of one of the managers. How much do you lot bet Harry Maguire bags? Bruno delivers. A good knock, actually. Into the hands of Leno. Leno's barged. Bit of dark arts there from the little people. Definitely need a coffee at halftime. This is dead, man. United fans say we play boring football. Look at this. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. When it comes to debating, I don't mind it, but like when it comes to the hyper opinions, I just me. I don't really care what people that people that don't support Arsenal. I don't care what they say. And we definitely play better football than these, man. Valencia. I hope Barcelona beat Valencia. You know. I'm not sure what Maguire was doing there. Jimenez wins the header, but such is the theme of this game today. Straight back to United. Højlund does well to find Ahmad. United haven't even found Ahmad in too many dangerous positions, essentially. The lot. United fans, I'm sure they'd agree, it's probably one of the more positive 40-odd minutes, but it's still more of the same. Lisandro Martinez, Garnacho. Goes back to Bruno. Bruno Fernandes, one of the million years on the ball. Smith Rowe wins it. Maguire cleans up. Lisandro Martinez does well to find Garnacho. Garnacho doing flicks for no reason. Oh, this is horrible, man. Nutmeg by Agate has to be a career low. They got to give Vardy a special celebration on FIFA for when he scores against Spurs. Spurs really lost to Leicester, brother. These men are done now. Who saw Vardy flexing? Bro, Vardy is a bastard. Vardy's a player. If you play against him, you have to actually foul him and foul him several times as soon as he scored. But they're probably giving him shit. Like Vardy brings it on himself, like Mupe, because he loves it. But you can imagine, like I've been at Leicester games, I've heard the chants around Vardy and Vardy's wife. You're gonna say something. And Vardy's a youth that thrives off that. Chelsea fans just started playing good football this season. Ahmad, Bruno. Can't believe Man United, bro. Bruno is just put off. Man United have to watch this every week. Crazy. Big up you lot, man. Vardy's a secret Arsenal fan. I hope so. There was a point I thought we'd sign him, Mahrez, and Kante. I know, deluded for real. Yochin Anderson clears his lines. To who, though? Okay. Smith Rowe. Galloping forward. Go on, Smithy. Iwobi has Robertson on his left. Iwobi. All right, that's a decent knock. I can't believe Jimenez half-heartedly appealing for a foul there. Thought something would come out of that for Fulham. Calvin Bassey on the ball, folks. Oi, Bassey centre back, you know. Crazy. It's a horrible game, man. Oh. It's boring. Hella verbal in my comments. It's cool though. Sanchez, Vardy, Mahrez with Ozil, Santi, Kante supporting. Imagine. That's all we can do is imagine. Big up Marco Silva with the Monclizzi. Fulham have a throw-in. I'm not sure. They're taking forever to take it, but they have one. There's only a minute of added on time and into the last 9 seconds. I just lump it in the box, man. Rory the Lapting. Just lump it in the box, man. Chaos in United's box. Now, 1 point has there been chaos. Jimenez can make things happen. Oh, that's the end of the first half. Who's touching that? It's 0-0. Horrible game of footy. Horrible game of football, lad. So far. All to play for in the second half. How many shots have been on target? Ooh. And I can't lie, TNT Sports, we get it. Amarin is the Man United manager. Stop fucking zooming in on him every flipping sec. Like I didn't mention it, but they were zooming in on his shoes, showing us his ankle swingers, Nobody cares about what the man's wearing. Like, just put it for one. The fuck. Man United have had 1 shot, none on target. Fulham have had 5 shots, 2 on target. Man United have had 51% of the ball to Fulham's 49%. In terms of passes, Fulham have played 258, Man United 261. There's been no corners in the first 45 minutes. So, yeah. This is a big game, Fulham sit 10th. Sorry, folks, there. Fulham sit 10th. Man United are 13th. They have the opportunity to claw the gap that Fulham have on them to 4 points and potentially move ahead of Crystal Palace and move all the way up from 13th to 12th, in which they'll be a point behind Crystal Palace. Damn, Spurs have found... Because you know what? Man United fans can moan about their problems. What does that say about Spurs, blood? Pardon me. I can't lie. Are we going to have some uncomfortable conversations? Spurs are only 1 point in front of Everton. Everton have a game in hand. Boy. Uncomfortable conversations time. Proper yawn settings. Dull game. Match is ugly. You're not missing anything, man. I have this real dumb idea of putting Rice as a striker for one game to see what happens because it would be funny. What do you make of Iketeke? Good player. Is that... You know what? If Arsenal are genuinely linked with him, I'm on it. Because at least I get to put a new footballer in the thumbnail. Because there's a couple of you are asking this question. Is there legs to it, or is it one where all the Twitter dickheads are, all the Twitter duns are saying, oh, yeah, Arsenal and that? That's a dirty finish still. 5 goals in his last 4 for Frankfurt, and they just signed Wahi. Can't like that. Marmoush didn't do nothing yesterday of no, but he's a baller. So it just seems like Twitter is talking about my man. We made the move to... That's the thing about today's day and age, man. Man are making the move too early. Like young players, they're making the move to the bigger clubs way too early. Get your football, the move will happen. Fair enough, though. I want the youth from Lens. If you're... You know what? My man, Hugo Gatike is a lot more experienced, yeah, but man, I'm coming up with glasses. I'm talking about Lens FC. Talking about, obviously, Hugo Gatike is more experienced, but I can never pronounce my man's name, man. Sorry, not Lens, Lorient. The light skin, we spoke about it yesterday. He's raw, very raw, very raw. You sound like a bit of it. Admittedly, I sound like a hypocrite. And he scored the penalty yesterday against Claremont. I need to watch the highlights there. Bro, Pichio is still at, you're still here. Big up Lorient, man. They got the ballers, them. What's my man's name, man? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Croupy. You know that's probably got some. He's only 18. That's probably got some twang to it, some French twang to it. I like him a lot, though, man. He's one that he'll still only be 20, to be fair, in 2 years, but he'll be one that's all the rage in an art set, man. I believe in his talent still. I fuck with him. I'd be amazed if bigger teams than his current one, are not looking at him. That's his name. Surely you can... Ryan Cherky, if we're not going to go and buy Nico Williams and this one and that one in the summer, then just in January, just get one of them youngies. Bad boy. He rejected me for Spurs in Football Manager. You follow my Football Manager games, so you see what I bring to the table and you know what they are. I sold Gutierrez, Riley. We got offered 60 million. He's gone. And Tomiyasu is in talks with Liverpool. Scrap this match, man. It's crazy how they're getting away with this. We finished 8th twice and man acted like it was the end of the world for us. We need the same energy. I don't want Spurs relegated because that's an easy 6 points. Nah, I need that, man. I need them to be relegated. I'm here for that. They need to go, man. Because remember, it was only a few weeks ago, Spurs fans were saying, oh my God, they talk about Arsenal's defence so much. Arsenal fans talk about their defence so much. We've conceded the same amount of goals. Have we? Yeah? All right. We got 99 fucking problems at this football club, I tell you, mate. But Spurs ain't one of them. Power shifting all. And I want to say, Spurs, you're not our rivals. We do not have Arsenal. We do not have problems with a team nicknamed the Lilywhats, which I think Fulham have that. We don't have problems with you lot. You've got a chicken as your emblem. We don't beef you lot. It's bullying at this point. Why would you want to fight someone you know you can absolutely ruin? What's the point? Spurs are losers from owners to the fan base. They deserve everything they get. It's decent business, man. Get Spurs out of the league. Would love that. I don't think they bounce back straight away from the championship. It would probably be good for the young players. I feel sorry for a couple of players. I think Spence, I didn't watch the game today, but I think 9 times out of 10, Spence is one of the Spurs players that, yeah, when they're losing, he's doing all right. I think Basuma needs to go. It's just every time I watch Spurs, and I only watch seeing the goals, it's just they're half decent going forward and pressing, but they don't follow runners. They're at 16-7s defensively, even when everyone's fit. It's poor. I do think Postecoglou has bare questions over him. But then you look at who's the owner of the club. Like, I just say random names: Conte, Jose Mourinho. When you think of them two, you think of winning, right? Serial winners. Did any of them win anything at Spurs? The one man that got them to a final, what did they do? Clipped him before the final. Hugo Lloris said in an interview the other day, like, we're getting watches engraved as finalists. Like, everything's just loser business. And the thing is with Levy, bro, you got the new stadium, it's getting paid off, concerts, this, that, and the other. They have spent money. Do they care as much? I always say this, like, there's obviously exceptions to the rules. Like, I must admit, I'm jealous of Nottingham Forest because it seems like their owner lives and breathes every kick with them. Chelsea have shown they'll spend money, but excluding City are doing their thing. Apart from them, though, do the owners care as much? Like Liverpool's owners, yeah, Slot is top of the league, they're going to win it. Did they set him up to have a league title challenge? Do the Cronkies care as much as us fans about going to that next level? Glazers, Ineos, whatever's going on here, you see where United are at. Somebody mentioned Spurs. What else is there? Newcastle finally got some good owners that care about the club, but for years they had Mike Ashley. Like, yeah, they're happy, man, because the TV, right? The Premier League English clubs have never been richer than they have before. A couple of years ago, Bournemouth are going toe to toe with AC Milan over a player. That tells you everything. TNT, I respect the grind. I can't believe they're highlighting Højlund. Like, there's nothing to analyze from this game. It's dead. It's dead. It's absolutely dead. Absolutely dead. So it's dead, and it's so dead. I'll be real with you. Like, I'm probably gonna fall asleep during this live stream. So let me quickly go and get a little coffee, people. I'll be back. Conversations, man. Conversations. Let's have a decent chat about something unrelated to football, then, people. But I'll show you something exciting, though. Back in a moment.
Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.
My word. My word. What a shit game of football, man. At least right now it looks like United are dropping points. Please, people, smash the like button. We're a family. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. If you ain't got a YouTube account, make one. Every like, every comment, every share. YouTube algorithm, and we're trying to get to 70K. We're flirting with it, you know. We're flirting with it. I think we had a strong this end of the year in 2024, and we've started the year in the best possible way in 2025, man. I failed you lot last year. I don't want to fail you lot again, man. Nothing cool. I don't make it make sense. The way I felt on the 31st of December, when I ripped down everything I'm proud of and everything I'm not, the way I felt to look at my goals for 2024, and like I'm crossing them out, the ones I've hit, but to see a big circle in red with the 70K, it was dark, man. Felt like Arsene Wenger when he actually stepped down, and Pep Guardiola when he left Barcelona and all that. Was really upset with myself, people. Really upset with myself, man. Let you lot down. Let you lot down big time. Won't do that again, though, man. Won't be there again. But yeah, we're back now. Who do you think will win the Champions League? Honestly, I know it sounds like a cop-out, but it's too early right now to know, man. But I have to do the cliche thing, you know, the Inter look good, the Italian teams look good. Real Madrid, even though I know the league form is looking dead. I wish I could. Can't change the number. What do you mean? If Madrid make it through the group stage, win, I can't lie. If Arsenal win, we need to go. Arsenal are beating us into submission. I realize now, linked with everyone, sign no one. Bro, if you've got no let me put this on charge as well. If you've got no expectations, you can't have disappointments. Somebody said it in my live stream the other day. You always hope. You always live in hope. You're always hopeful in life. You're always hopeful. Like, just say your life is going bad. You're struggling financially. You're not happy in it across all the aspects. You always hope that things can get better, and you actively try to make things better. But you also have to deal with reality that if nothing changes, isn't it? United, it might as well shock the Nacho as well. But it is what it is. Big up Fulham, man. I always describe Fulham as like the Switzerland of football. No one ain't got no problems with Fulham. Obviously, everyone's got rivalries, all that stuff. But yeah. You're moving mad. Yoni, you're moving mad. Arteta's defensive signings are saving us week in, week out. Imagine if he was given attacker money. It's true. But I can't lie. I know it. I feel like he would get us a big dog, but at the same time, and I know I'm being harsh, and it's not all him, but I can't lie, the attacking signings look funny. It's not really your fault that led to how Gabriel Jesus is, but Gabriel Jesus, Raheem Sterling, Willian. I'm not blaming you on this, but Marquinhos, Havertz, and you didn't even want Havertz to be a striker like that. Smelling a bit funny. I don't know. Willian as well, if I didn't say that. I want if you can't get me the stars in it, like the guys we're linked with, get me a decent project player, not the Raheem Sterling, Marcus Rashford, bruised, need a bit of love projects. Like, find a young player that's still a bit raw with scope to get better. I'm not saying Doku, but that kind of profile. I'm not saying Selvino, but that kind of thing. Hit the likes. Pat, so big up yourself. He hasn't been given a budget for a real attacker though. I'm not sure. I hear it because it's big money. But yeah, you've had peas, bro. Kai signed for 2 positions. Yeah, we can't be naive. He can play up front, but you didn't want him to play up front, bro. Look how long. First half of the season, he was basically playing midfield. Jesus got injured. Kai went up there, and unfortunately, we never looked back. I'd rather Kai up front. I don't like Kai in midfield. I really don't. And it's interesting because boys here, he'll disagree. Big up Trossard as well. Trossard's been value for money. Trossard's probably been our best attacking signing. I'm focusing on the front three, but if you're focusing on the front three and the 10, like whoever plays there, you could for Odegaard as well, 30 odd million quid. What I do know is like this time next season, if I'm still saying Arsenal need a bigger squad, we need a striker, we need a winger, then I'll mentally check out. Like I'll always support my team in that, but then I know we're not. Well, I could argue the summer, but I know we're not serious about going to where I want to go to or aspiring to get to a level, whatever. Big up A10 Malik, man. Hope everything's well and safe. Oi, hey, don't run, don't go anywhere. Oi, 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 oi. Walk on for Chelsea. Walk on for Chelsea. Walk on for Chelsea. What happened? Don't think you're safe. Don't. Yeah, I'm your guy, but don't try to do the my guy thing. What happened to Chelsea? What happened? What's going on? You lot in the title race. You're bottling it. I don't care what your manager said or your players. You was up there. Uncomfortable conversations. Speaking of uncomfortable conversations, boy, we're going for Cole Palmer against the top 6 clubs. Cole Palmer must really be cold. Anytime it's big game, he fucking throws. Hey. But I'm Cole Palmer. I've got a nonchalant gimmick. I like Palmer, but the game's their game. Boy, you know. Boy, you know. It's dark. Boy, you lot had a lot to say about Declan Rice as well. I'll go on for Caicedo, though. We're watching. Just because I don't come, we're watching. We are watching. Certain centre-backs for a certain team today. I was hearing they're better than Gabriel and all them things there many a year ago, and is what is the lot. Poor pass from him. Feel sorry for Højlund. Does win a foul. Trossard's the only one who's worked out, and he's not exactly held down a starting role. I'm not ducking. It's cool. We lost in it. He's still young, man. He's learning about the league. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I might say that, and I understand that, but the game is the game. The game is the game. Lee Gunner's probably better than Cole Palmer in a big game, bro. Fuck. Big up Lee. Oh, Palmer, you know. But I got the nonchalant gimmick, and I'm from St. Kitts. Fuck out here, man. Best performance is getting tapped up by Pep Guardiola after the game. And even that, Gary Neville, sorry for my language, but Gary Neville's a prick, you know. And he's like, I'm not sure Chelsea fans will be happy with that. Of course they're not. Like, the majority of football fans are idiots, innit? But most balanced football fans, bro, the man is City, innit? He come through days, a local boy, he worked with Pep, and that's not why you lost. Like, what do you want him to do? Punch people up? I'm vexed with Declan Rice for shaking the man. Big up Lee Judges. I'm with Lee with what he was saying, but it's an idiot thing. First half of 2022-23, Jesus, closest thing to Henry we had. I can't co-sign that, but I salute you. The first 6 months from Gabriel Jesus, it was a breath of fresh air. You know the 2022-23 season, yeah, it's gonna sound mad, and ultimately we lost. But do you know what I would say as an Arsenal fan? Do you know the happiest maybe 20 minutes, 40, 45 minutes I had that season? It was at Anfield. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. We've gone 2-0 up. Man, they must scored a header. Anfield is silent. I'm like, whoa, we're here. And then, yeah, you saw it went. Did I watch on replay? No, I didn't. Ugarte. What are we saying, people? Is this going to end 0-0 or is it late drama either for United or Fulham? You know, I changed my scoreline to 1. I'm going to go 1-0 Fulham, but the longer it goes on, you can see a United, just a random piece of brilliance from United, and they're just going to bust out, and it overshadows the performance. First 6 months of Jesus was fun because we finally had a dribble off for a striker with flair. Been years since we had that, but he still couldn't finish. Exactly. Uncomfortable conversations, like I said, a lot of people hated on me. I said that I love Jesus. You know, I gas up the Brazilians, but it's going to be a Lacazette thing. And even that, Lacazette was better for us. Let's be real. Lacazette actually scored a lot of big games. Oh, I hear it, Rainmaker. Jesus, you've done your thing, but you're finished, innit? The injury that you suffered in the World Cup was the beginning of the end. Because at best, Jesus would have just been kept doing what he was doing. He would have been a key player, but we would have been talking about him scoring. Not lack of goals, sorry. When you're not impacting the games and you're not scoring is where it gets peak. And you know what? It's sad for Jesus because he was really starting to put a run of games where he's looking a bit positive. And now a second ACL is peak now. Like, again, by God's grace, I'm sure every football fan wants to see a man come back and whatnot, but it's peak now. If only we had a Declan and a healthy Saliba that season. But that's all we get to do as Arsenal fans. It's ifs and buts and hindsight and context and explaining and this one and that one. Like, I just want to win something, man. Harry Wilson is down for Fulham. If we had Rice in that squad that season with Xhaka, we might have done a domestic double. And we still ain't replaced Granit Xhaka. I love Granit Xhaka. I backed him all the time, but he's not Iniesta. He's not Cesc Fabregas. Like, there's certain conversations that this should be eradicated. I assume it's now Declan Rice in hindsight in that 8. And if you do get Zubimendi, he's probably going to be the 6. It's not going to change. Harry Wilson's still down. What actually happened to him? Was it, pardon me? Oh, it's off the ball. Yeah, you're out for a few weeks. I don't know if it's like a hamstring. Yeah, you're done. You need to get subbed, or is it cramp? I hope you're not. I think he's going to try and continue, but it looks to me you're done and you're going to be out for 2-3 weeks. Has he pulled something? Is it? I don't know what's wrong with him. I thought he was going to at least score a banger. Reece Nelson last minute goal against Bournemouth and the Nketiah goals. Memories, man. Fine margins. Adama Traore is coming on. Oh, this guy should be on Misfits Boxing or something. WWE character. I can't believe. There's no way you played for La Masia. In fact, no, I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it because you're probably one of them kids. At like 12, you're built like a 15-year-old. Obviously, all them little Spanish players are very small and techie. You were probably just a cheat code, just giving the ball, barge up everything. That's probably what saw you make it. I don't think MLS red card will be overturned. PGMOL in the Premier League have successfully gaslighted the public to feeling sorry for that corrupted position. I've checked out Viggs, man. Like, Michael Oliver suck your mum, innit? Like, hey, can't lie, Adama's Bolo, though. He's Bolo. He's actually Bolo. You wouldn't come on for me, though, man. I always say this, and I don't want to sound like them old school guys, yeah, but I hate seeing he's fiddling around with his shirt, but you see when substitutes are fiddling around with their shirts, looking for tape and shin pads, you're not coming on now. You're not ready. You stay ready and you don't need to get ready. I just want to see if anything, you take a little drink of Lucas. You need to be ready. You're not ready. PTSD from my football coach, Sunday League. He used to go ballistic for that stuff. I can't lie. Is Arteta's recruitment style too slow for Arsenal? For instance, the amount of goalkeepers and DMs he's brought to the club now. Wait, what? Let me see that again. It's probably the other way around. And I think the club were too slow to see, okay, Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus, we've left them now. Bring in next guys. I do feel, I hate to be the context guy, but with the Raya thing, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because, yeah, Arteta keeps bringing in goalies, but to a degree, you want your manager to see areas of improvement where not everybody sees it. Like, Ramsdale was definitely not perfect, but PFA nomination, couple of them things, seemed like we had stability. Raya was available. I see that Raya signing as fine margins to try and get better. And it's fair to say Raya has eclipsed Darren Ramsdale. And Raya was his first choice target. The summer we bought Ramsdale, they were saying he's on Raya. It wasn't attainable. Things change. And we didn't miss in that regard. I just think as a club, man, like I think Arteta makes a lot of good things. He makes a lot of mistakes. But I just think a serious club says, yo, we're giving you peas. You can get Moreno, but you bring in the next man. And we need to see a striker. United could be in here. Is that gone out for a corner? I believe a throw-in. You're an idiot, man. They aren't overturning it because if they do, they admit they in the VAR's full of shit. Listen, Lewis Skelly, we'll see you when we see you in it. Probably West Ham because I don't know. I think some of you in the chat were saying that it counts in the league. Xerxes coming on for a bit, by the way, people. Some of you lot were saying it counts in the League Cup. So if it counts in the League Cup, obviously you're not going to be playing against Manchester. You can play on Wednesday against Girona. We will be doing a watch along and smash the like button, people. Follow on the Spotify, please follow on Spotify as well and the audio things. But you can play against Girona, but you're ruled out against City. Let's just assume like you're ruled out against City, you're ruled out against Newcastle. Then yeah, is it a pen? Cassandra is moaning. Is that a pen? All I hear is sing along now, striker from Arsenal. Talk about number 9 though, not winger. What do you mean? Forgive me. Aubameyang occasionally had his moments, but no one comes close to Henry. Had it all. I don't think I believed in a striker. Well, Emirates era, without a doubt, Aubameyang's the best forward we had, didn't it? Like, who we also signed in Jan. I did fuck with Lacazette. He didn't score that many goals, and he did lose a lack of pace. But Lacazette was a big game player. Lacazette, I can't lie, more time. And them times there, our record against the top six was shit. He's on stuff. We do need both a striker and a winger. I think a winger is more attainable in this market than the summer. Well, who am I to say that? And I guess it all depends on the profile. Because if you go and identify one of the, because realistically, from now to the summer, there's going to be next strikers that I and you lot, when we're doing the videos and talking, we're not talking about them now. We're going to be talking about them then. So they're always coming from somewhere. Sesko, Vlahovic, Osimhen, John Duran, they've all got to be somewhere. Like, they didn't just pop out of nowhere at their clubs. So Isaac, do your due diligence, man. If you're not going to pay the going rate, find that. Now, I got time for Lacazette, man. Made the difference against Chelsea. I seen him bag against City. Scored a great goal against Liverpool. Was on it against. But Lacazette's technical. Lacazette, I fucked with Lacazette. I told people it's not going to bang. It's not going to bang because it's. I thought he scored. It's not going to bang because I don't think Wenger trusts him. 6 months later, we bought Aubameyang. Obviously, I'm being harsh. There's no context behind it. But if you don't remember, the summer we bought Lacazette was always one of them. We've had talks, and then whatever. And those ITKs used to say, like, Wenger's not convinced on him. I don't think he ever was. I can't lie. Do you know what the maddest thing is? Aubameyang and Lacazette, from what we saw of them at Arsenal, they start right now. You know what? Aubameyang on the left in this system, interchanging. Aubameyang, Lacazette, Saka. I'm not. That's better than anything we can put together right now in our team. Jesus has more quality than Lacazette, but Lacazette had a better impact. Shout out DG. What do you think about Raviella from Lazio, midfield maestro? He's decent, to be fair. He's got a good technical level. Don't think he's the strongest. Seems to be one that goes through patches. Go on, Smith Rowe, get there. Unlucky. Mazzuari doing his things. I would love Alexis on the left, but we're talking about Aubameyang and Lacazette. Alexis on the left's a demon. Alexis and Saka were all right. Could get away with. I would still want a striker, but you could slyly get away with Kai Havertz through the middle. Slyly, if you've got them two putting up numbers. Havertz is not Firmino, but in terms of numbers, they probably if either is in your squad, probably going to get the same amount of output. But if I'd have for Firmino right now, even that. Like, half the time when Liverpool have signed these players, apart from Van Dijk and Alisson, because of the fees, like, no one was gassing them. Like, people knew about Firmino. Firmino was always linked with Arsenal. Do some of you lot remember on Arsenal.com where Arsenal.com actually used to talk about the transfer rumours? Like, they just saw Firmino's a decent player, Mane's a decent player, Salah's a decent player, Wijnaldum's a decent player. Fair enough, Origi was never a main guy, but a decent player. Suddenly, you got a decent squad to work with. Adama, get this guy here, man. Jesus is more dynamic and explosive than Laka, but Laka was stronger and better technically. Oh, I don't know. Technically if Lacazette is better than Jesus. I think it's close, you know. I think it's very close. I think the only thing I could say, I don't even know for their goal scoring records, you know. I'm pretty well. Lacazette's probably had a better, stronger goal scoring return in the Premier League than Jesus has ever had for us. Obviously, Jesus is, I was about to say, a yard quicker, significantly quicker, but technical, link up, all that. I can't lie. I don't know. They're both lit. Big up our correspondent covering La Liga, Riley. He said, Barca 3-0, not even 10 minutes into the game. You weren't around for the Europa League final run. Laka, Aubameyang versus Valencia in the quarters was something special. But shout out Maitland Niles, man. I don't know though. Jesus and Laka, that's. I'd have to. Just on the basis of technical ability, I don't know. You know, Adama Traore. I've never seen Jesus licking a free kick. Adama just sent it, bro. He's a bulldozer, innit? Fully just a bulldozer. And I want to know is Adama Traore in the Euro squad? If you are Euros really, if you got into the Spain squad, big you up. No, you last got a cap of 2021 still. Dang. He's got an older brother. He plays for Ballon. Badiola. Who the fuck is this? Oh, it's in Catalonia as well. That's some Bandili team. Could be going from bad to worse for Man United. It looks like that's the end of Lisandro Martinez's night. So that's Harry Wilson who's suffered a knock. Not sure, but Lisandro Martinez has gone down. I think that might be the... I hope not, because you never want to see players injured, but that's probably the end of his evening. Too much 619s. Firmino was too disrespectful, man. There's a lot of players I hated playing against Arsenal. Firmino, just because for no reason, like no looks, he's just taking a piss. Him, Salah, Salah just rude, Mane just rude, Vardy rude, Kane a demon, Jogba used to bully the little kids, but Jogba, Rooney, there's a couple more. There's been a lot of bullies. Flick on by Fulham, Calvin Bassey, Smith Rowe, 1-2. I play it back to him. Come on, boys. Jimenez. Come on, boys. Will be right wing. Brother. But you lot tried to gaslight me into saying I wouldn't have a Will be back at Arsenal. By default, I would, but what did me? Josh Rozersky. Thought he was fouled off the ball there. Ref don't agree with me. Like I said, we'll grab a goal before Jesus. Firmino was lit, man. So Jogba against Senderos and them guys was terrible. But he used to savage them. Who was it? When we had I forgot his first name, but we had a left back called Traore. I was at the Emirates. Chelsea bullied us. And I like I said, I was at the game. I saw in his eyes what he wanted to do. He tried to barge Jogba. The audacity. Jogba didn't even barge him back. It's like he ran into a brick wall. Like he was doing he got finished. He finished himself. Like I said, it's like running a brick wall. Marco Silva going absolutely ballistic at someone from a Fulham perspective. Watching Man United makes me realise Arsenal isn't really that bad. Where Cole Palmer bullying small teams and turning in. Boy, what I would say is Phil Foden is so lucky he scored yesterday. Muniz is coming on. Is that for Jimenez straight swap or is it for a Wolby and we're changing up the system? Oh, it's for Jimenez. Okay. Big up Jimenez, man. It's a miracle that he's back kicking ball and all of that. Jesus is a better footballer, Laka the better striker. I don't know. I don't even know if that's true. Because the same things I see in Gabriel Jesus, I see in Lacazette. I don't know. I think they both kind of got the same old problems. And to be fair to Lacazette, he went back to Lyon and had a strong goal scoring season. I'd have to really. It's close. Smith Rowe loses it. This is sloppy, man. This is like never. You can't give a guy a founder. This is like a playground, like primary school, not even secondary school. Everybody chasing the same ball, giving it away. Iwobi's down this right hand side. I got no faith in Iwobi. This is why it's trickled all the way through to Robertson. Go on, Robertson. Liverpool want you. Show them why they need you. Puts it in with his right foot. Harry Maguire's bread and butter is winning headers, and he does that there. Or if I was Amarin, I know Diallo's not known for defending, but he pussied out of a 50-50 there. That's not on. Emil Smith Rowe, 64 minutes. Boy, this is when you was at Arsenal. This is when we be asking you to come on. He still wouldn't. Adama Traore, bro, this guy is he's a bully. Like he just wham. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a horrible ball into the box. Yeah, Ama Traore. Jesus has more flair than Lacazette at the expense of his shooting ability. I mean, Jesus is more likely to do some skills, but Laka's saucy as well. Pre-season to December 2022, Jesus never seen Laka reach them kind of levels. Boy. It's a close one. How many goals did Lacazette get for Arsenal? I'm going to say 20, you know. No. Yeah. He's got 5 goals this season. It's more than Jesus. How many goals did you get for Arsenal? Oh, yeah, I'm trying shit about 20. I keep forgetting you've been here for time. You was here for time. 206 appearances, 71 goals, 32 assists. So that shows goal scoring was never his. In other words, 158 Premier League appearances, 54 goals, 27 assists, which shows the problems with Lacazette. Where are we at with Gabriel Jesus? Bearing in mind, Laka was doing it at a more turbulent time as well. So sorry for Jesus, though, man. Like you're 27. from next year, we got to decide what we're doing with you. To be fair, 96 appearances for Arsenal, 26 goals, 17 assists, 229 Premier League games, 76 goals, 42. So they're kind of similar. It's an interesting one. Adama looks like a bouncer. I never remember like having long injury layers, and that's what sucks with it. For me, like an ACL is one thing, but two now. And it's fair to say, Jesus, away from the obvious, it does look like he lost confidence, and it seemed that's what sucks for me because it looked like he was getting a bit more. Lenny Euros come on, it looked like he was getting some confidence back in himself. He's obviously lost a yard of pace. 2 ACL injuries. I'm sure there must be a footballer that's come back from it, but fucking hell, man. Get well soon, Jesus. Pete. Not sure what Bruno Fernandes was doing here. Hey, this is a horrible game of football, man. I was watching the LaMelo Ball highlights last night. That kid is better than I ever thought he would be. And I was on that big baller brand hype train from the start. Jesus is done, in my opinion. It's looking like it, but you can't be in it because at the end of the day, you got 2 years left on your deal. You're 27. We can't flog you. Could those injuries have been prevented? I don't think so. Like, he got bodied at the World Cup. And not to my knowledge, anyways. Like, it's just unfortunate, isn't it? The mad thing happened to you at the World Cup, and I remember that game because we was all scared. Van der Sar's in the building. Hey, Van der Sar Derby. Pick him up, man. But yeah, like, where were we? He got injured at the World Cup. I think that was just unfortunate. His injury, the one was it against United? He's trying to defend. I don't know if the studs got caught in the ground or whatever, or he's moved a certain way. It's just unfortunate occupational hazards. Cup games next season for Jesus. Well, he's definitely out for 7 to 9 months, isn't it? So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. We should be lucky to see him around October. I don't think we see him until 2026 personally. Because even when who's that one that went from La Masia to like LA Galaxy? Yeah, it's weird. Do you know what? It's a massive because the physical scars are gonna heal, yeah, but it's the mental ones. Like Jesus' strength is gonna be tested. Like I've never been in his shoes, but what I would say is you've been in that realm before. You can do it again. But that guy, that Spanish player, he went to LA Galaxy. Yeah, he had an ACL and he showed like his 2 legs. Why do they keep showing Ruben Amorim's clothes? Why do they keep showing his trousers? Nobody wants to see that. But anyways, he showed his 2 legs, like one with an ACL and one without one. Yeah, Ricky Peak. Yeah, the Peak guy. Like, it's a madness, you know. One leg is like a normal leg, and then the other's bare, like he lost bare muscle mass. So you gotta go through surgery. This is all assuming there's no setbacks and all that stuff in the surgery. You got to go through surgery, you got to strengthen the knee again, you got to find confidence in yourself again. Unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, when you get ACLs, you pick up little niggles and knocks and whatnot. Bearing in mind, he's 27 now. And for Arsenal, 2 ACLs, 27 years of age, probably earns a handsome fee. Kind of stuck with that now, innit? Because as much as I like Jesus, I don't mean you can't be competent or a good footballer. I did kind of accept, beyond the obvious with Gabriel Jesus, that I don't feel you're quite the same. Well, you're not the same player from the ACL. I think the confidence wasn't quite, and you're not been playing and all that, but you're not as sharp, you're not as devastating. You still work hard and you're still decent, but yeah, different player. And I would love to speak to a footballer. I wonder how much, genuinely, like, how much does it change your game if it changes your game? It's a shame, man. Both legs now, and you got to remember, yeah, like, from a footballing perspective, he's 27, he's experienced, but he's 27. He's a young man, 2 ACLs. Remember, you're a footballer. An average career of a footballer is 9 years, they say. But let's just assume you've been playing from 18 to 35, so that's like 15 plus years. Like, you're that for a period, but you're going to be a father, you're going to be a granddad, you're going to need your legs to be able to just be a normal person. Like, it's peak, bro. But he's been there before. And then you look at Timber, who had the mad thing, and he came back. It's like he's never left. That's a ball. Good switch of play with 20 minutes left to Iwobi on this right-hand side. What's Iwobi going to do? It's dead now. It's over. He finds Cassange, floats it up. Go on, go on. Corner kick. Harry Maguire. The production team fancy him. Who? Pardon me. Arsenal 4-2 Leicester at the Emirates. Jesus brace and like 5 big chances missed. Laka ever show you the beautiful game like that? Laka made the difference, man. I love them both. But that was, I know what you're talking about. That finish, that tight angle finish from Jesus was different. And like him and Martinelli doing the link up stuff. Like I would always give Jesus and Zinchenko, you lot in that first year, or arguably the first 6 months of Jesus' case, you changed our world, as Arteta would say. It's a shame. Corner kick to Fulham. There's bare hands, ref. There's bare hands. That Jim bro trying to kick ball, ain't it? Adama Traore is horrible, bro. He's horrible. Whenever I see Adama Traore, I don't know why, I just think of Rob Holding during lockdown. He's like, he's built like a brick shit ass. Big up Rob Holding. Where are you these days, my brother? Spurs, you lot might as well buy Rob Holding, prepare for life in the Championship. Shameless, but Rob Holding could play for Man United in his back three. He won the FA Cup playing and such. Ahmad, Bruno. I like Bruno, but he's so ugly to watch, you know. Mazawari on his right-hand side, being pursued by Calvin Bassey. Bruno Fernandes. Not sure what he was trying there. How long before Adama Traore loses it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he was fouled there, though. That's a yellow card. Marco Silva, I beg you put Adama on the right. Arteta, if you're watching this, and I know you're not, can we see our wingers just for a second on the pitch, just even for that 5 minutes? Can I see the guy who was on the right go on the left and the left on the right? Guys like Adama, you got to dumb it down for him, man. He's not smart enough to play off the left. Just make him run in a straight line. What's this? Oh, alarm at 8:30. No clue why, but yeah. If Johnny Evans got games at United, I think Holding can as well. I'm being shameless, but yeah. Bobby Holding was right, though. He can't be going down so soft when he built like a brick shit house. It's true. Is it really worth losing all that mobility to look like Akinfenwa? Jesus gave Nelly a career. We lost 2 players when Jesus went down. 2022-23 was amazing. Sad we didn't win it. The captain picked up an ACL a few months ago before the World Cup, ran an experimental surgery to be ready in time for the World Cup. His rehab was documented. It was a madness. DG, you must watch Chasing the Sun too. It's a rugby documentary about the Springboks, the South African national rugby team. It's crazy. And you know what? Yeah, that's stuff like this. Yeah. Obviously, if you watch a game of football and players are not trying, you can say they lack heart. But that's why it always annoys me when people say footballers don't care. Look what man do. You got to remember, this is health, you know. And sometimes I feel sorry for footballers because at the end of the day, you're not a health expert. You're going to experts and you're just really, whether it's the food you eat, the surgery you do, like you're just, yeah, you can learn and teach yourself, but you're really just reliant on what's going on. How many footballers have surgery and they have to have another one? Look at Santi Cazorla, the madness. Van Persie had a few as well. Even Smith Rowe, he got injured. But I guess injuries to footballers, it's like chefs cutting their hands in the kitchen, innit? It's occupational hazard, man. You just have to pray that. I hate the long-term injuries, man. It's harsh. A man's down for United. Boy, they got some defending to do. Smith Rowe's found Adama Traore. Adama. Bro, why are you doing this? Stop looking to the sky, bro. Adama Traore and Lissandro getting into verbal. What's wrong? What happened to Lissandro, bro? The ref didn't stop the game for a guy on the floor, so he doesn't. I rate no Lissandro. He's saying it's not the size of the dog, the size of the fight of the dog. I hear it. Adama really built like an NFL linebacker. It's crazy. Run straight, cross the ball, you'll be a star. Paint watches this game dry. Still got time to switch games, DG. Only 29 minutes in. We're so close. 15 minutes left of this game, people. There is going to be a goal. Come back and it's still 0-0. Like, it's running backs who don't have that much muscle. But well, you lot have been in top form as you always are. It's just a shame the game's been shit, mate. Healing and rehab getting harder with each. And exactly. You know, it's a mental thing, you know. Like, I remember when it's really minor, but I slightly fractured my ankle in secondary school. And I think it healed in like, I can't remember for the life of me now, like 2, 3 months. I actually think 2, 3 is a lie. It was more the mental things. Like when I'm playing football again, I'm scared to go. Like for a minute, I'm scared to go into tackles. I'm scared to use. That's probably why I use my left foot a lot more. Scared to do a lot of things. And I wonder how much does that play a part? Like I said, it's the rehab, bro, because it's got to be harsh, bro. Because there's, I imagine Gabriel Jesus, a bit like Tomiyasu. Naturally, he's Brazilian. The club's probably going to give him time to go away and all of that stuff. And then there's a point where you have to be at the training ground, but you're going to be on a different schedule to your teammates. So when you're seeing them run out on the training ground and you're not involved, who said there was a footballer at Arsenal? Because I think where the gym is, there's obviously see-through glass and you can see the pitch. They said it was really depressing, because obviously you're part of the team, but not part of the team. It might have been Tierney who said that. I don't remember for the life of me. But yeah, the surgery is risky on its own, but the recovery after his peak. Exactly. It's got to be long. Obviously, Gabriel Jesus, I'm sure he's got friends around him and family around him, and I'm sure the club will do whatever. But more than anything, you got to protect your mental, man. Because I'm sure, maybe not because this is his second one, but there must be an element of woe is me. I'm down in the dumps. I'm feeling sorry for myself, kind of thing. And then at some point, as peak as it is, you've got to pattern up now. Rightly or wrongly, life has thrown you some lemons, or you're gonna make some Hennessy, kind of thing. Bruno Fernandes of Man United down this left-hand side. Bobby Collier, they signed him a couple of years from Brighton's come on. Garnacho, it's about to be 1-0 United. Garnacho's done very well. He squares it. Bobby Collier's picked off his pocket. Lissandro Martinez goes for a shot deflection. Hey! Man United's Lissandro Martinez. Rey Mysterio. I'm not sure what this celebration is from Lissandro Martinez. I don't know what he's been doing in finishing training. He's probably been watching Arsenal's defenders. But he has scored. Smash and grab settings. I said there'd be a goal, wouldn't I? Just wish it was for Fulham. Leno off his line. There's nothing new there. It did take a deflection. I'm giving that Lissandro Martinez his goal. Striker's finishing all. At least there's been a goal and it wasn't a dead 0-0. It did look like it took a deflection, but come on, man. And let that be an example to kids out there. You don't buy a raffle ticket. You don't win the lottery. What actually happened there? Lissandro's gone for the shot. He's taking a wicked deflection. Leno in that phase of plays off his line, but striker's finished. He's taking a mean deflection. Leno's actually got some sort of touch on it. It's not enough, though. And this looks like it's going to be a big 3 points for Man United. Oh, well. Unsuccessful hate along, but Chelsea and Spurs lost. Fair enough. Fair enough. Manchester United. I know some Manchester United fans will be happy as they've taken the lead in yet another crucial London derby. I've got you, man. There's nothing else. Slight deflection of Lukic. Lissandro Martinez is a better man than me. You should have celebrated in front of Thingy, man. What's his face? Adama. And you know what? The game's gone, man. Because that Ndiaye for Everton done the Seagull celebration and he got booked. So why didn't Vardy get booked? You see, I'm not saying anyone should be booked. I'm just saying you see somewhat identical incidences in games week in, week out, and they got different outcomes. It's like the Lewis Skelly thing. You're going to see that not given as a red card. And it doesn't matter what team you support and all of that jazz. There's incompetent refereeing. I feel Onana's clearance wasn't the best. Euro, that was poor. Malacia and Kobe Mainoo are coming on for Man United. I forgot Malacia was a player. Just put days up. Days could be numbered for him, really, because I'm not a Man United fan by any stretch of the imagination. 4 more likes, people. Pardon me. And we have 100 likes. I'm not a Man United fan, but from what I read of the transfer news, now, of course, being linked with players and bringing them in different things, but they're always linked with left backs. And obviously, with the system Amarin plays, you go into fullbacks are kind of central to it. Mazawari, speaking of fullbacks, he was playing left back. He's come off. Hit the likes already. Come on. Fulham always mess up against United. They do. I wonder if Van der Sar was happy or sad there, because obviously he played for both teams. DG, I can't lie, Wolves deserve to beat us. That's a cool story, man. Need my 3 points. Grown man complaining about cold fingers. DG called it smash and grab. There you have it. Predictable. Cringy celebration. Mad deflection. Make some moonshine with those lemons. Hooch and that. Defo don't want to get in no beef with Adama. It's true, you don't. But a lot of guys that are whamming that they on the intimidation thing because they're expecting people to get shook. Obviously, there's people that look like that can fuck your shits up. But there's a lot of people that look like that and they can't fight, but they know it's an intimidation thing. And I think a lot of males out there get into this weird thing. Just because you go gym don't mean you're strong. Like it's got nothing to do with fighting. I mean, will Fulham get a late equalizer? They got 9 minutes. Sander Berge. Some of you Arsenal fans were off in pant to sign him. Some of you are gassing up here, well, see. Smith Rowe, you're disappointing me out of everyone. I put you in the thumbnail. I thought you would score. And you're in my FPL. And Ahmad, don't you think you're cool as well? Both of you. Not do what you need to do. I mean, Adama Traore comes on the pitch. Fulham concede. They could be in here. Bobby Collier wanted 20 million years on the ball there. United have dealt with it. What is going on? What? Calvin Bassey going to get himself in trouble? He's shit, man. You can never convince me Calvin Bassey's good. Will Spurs get relegated? Sadly, no. To be fair, it's deep on Leno. He is off his line. He did get lobbed, but I can't blame Leno. Like, I don't think Fulham cleared their lines well enough. Obviously, Lissandro Martinez has bought a raffle ticket. Smith Rowe. Can't lift weights with your chin. I like my chances. Why can we never beat Fulham? Kryptonite, man. Kryptonite. United can still do something very funny. Nah, even them, man. Fulham. It's one of them. If United, a draw is probably the fair result. If United were a goal down, I don't think you can complain. Both teams have kind of been sloppy. Defo has not been the game for the neutrals, but for United, it's a vital 3 points. It gets them closer to. I think it moves them above Crystal Palace. And it gets them away from the relegation shouts. That man really trying to beef Adama. I wouldn't want to bump into that guy in the alleyway. Gabby should have just got a meniscus repair. Would have missed all of the 2022-23, but would have come back 100% rather than having like half his meniscus removed. I mean, I can't verify that because I'm not a medical man, but I hear it. Pereira, manager, this man said manager. The ref has wave play on. Bit of dark arts attempted. Adama try. This guy is shit, man. This guy is horrible, man. Like, he's actually shit. No one can ever gaslight me to rate him. If you weren't wham, no one would remember you. Look at this guy, bro. You should be a fucking steward. You know what shifts you will get in the North London derbies and all of that? You should be a steward. Should be a labourer on a building site. They will love you. Like the football thing. I mean, life ain't fair, man. You really played for Barcelona. You really are getting paid thousands of pounds to kick a ball. Fucking, you're better than me, of course, but fucking hell, mate. There must have been bare dons in La Masia better than you that didn't get there. Fair enough if you got the motivation and that. Gabby got 3 scopes on his meniscus. They don't educate footballers on the long-term effects on that. It's true. It's true. But then you look at it. I'm not saying Arsenal did it. I genuinely think Benjamin White, they knew he needed surgery a long time before he actually got it. And from a health point of view, kind of what we're talking about, the quicker you get it done, the better. But there has to be a correlation with us hearing Calafiori is going to be back. Mysteriously, Ben White's had surgery. So at some point, I wonder how much internal pressures are being put on you. Because I'm not saying the manager's like this, but if you know a player needs surgery, but he's still quote unquote fit, you know if he has surgery, he's going to be out for a week or two, a month or two, better yet. But you know you need to get 3 points in that, and he's still obviously fit to play. Morally, you want him to have that surgery. But in the day and age where you need 3 points and it's a high pressure thing, are you going to do that? The right idea for Fulham, way too much on it. Most of these athletes would probably pick the short option. Exactly. Pains me to say, but selling Smith Rowe looks like it was the right option. It's only the wrong option because we don't have depth. Smith Rowe wanted to go, doing his thing. We would not have seen, obviously not today, he's not done anything, but we wouldn't have seen the Smith Rowe that, match of the day highlights and all of them things. We wouldn't have seen that because you wouldn't have been playing. He's been allowed to get starts. It's crazy, man. Like if it's not something like an ACL, they'll just say knee injury or hamstring, no specifics on an injury at all. You know what? In terms of content, when you look at like from an Arsenal perspective, like just off the top of my head, the Tierney, Timber, Gabriel Jesus. I'd love them to talk about the timeline of even Ben White, because I remember Rob Holding did a podcast. You remember the year that we lost out to Spurs for the top 4? He said that Ben White was playing with he was basically saying Ben White's a Spartan and all of that, saying he's been playing for the best part of a year with I can't remember the grade, but like a grade 4, which apparently is the maddest hamstring. Do you know how much, bro? Anyone that's played football, when you pull your hamstring, that's a pain, you know. And also that means that man are taking pain-killing injections. You're doing certain rehabs, bro. Footballers have to go. You have to do a madness, you know. You get paid a lot, but you're essentially a guinea pig, man. Like, I wonder how much scars certain man got. I wonder if how many footballers actually go through their career without a long-term injury. Obviously, not everyone gets ACL, but I'd love to know, and I hope that's the case for all of them. Footballers recover quickly. I got an AC joint dislocation, and it took me 3 years to recover. And it's the painkiller, bro. Like, we're all forgetting, yeah. This shit must hurt as well, you know. It must hurt, bro. Like ACL, meniscus, torn hamstring, let alone a minor tear. These things must absolutely hurt. Like, I've seen well, to be fair, I haven't seen that many injuries, but I have seen them with my own. I've seen someone break their leg. I broke someone's leg by accident. How old was he? Like 14? We both went, no malice in it. We both went for the tackle. Like, he had to go on a stretcher, and the what do you call it? The ambulance is there. Who had on the side of the pitch, the gas thing put him out. We both went for a 50-50. And the next one, I've seen some, like, the ankle kind of hanging off. I've seen someone dislocated the shoulder. I've seen worse injuries, but the dislocated shoulder just scarred me. I'd say the worst injury I saw is my friend. He got scars. He used to play for Spurs. I was watching it. It was Spurs, like Spurs under 16s, under 18s. One of them is too far to remember. It was one of them versus Northampton. He's through on goal, and the keeper's come out, but the keeper's come out with a high boot. I don't know. It's not as mad as it is as mad as I'm making out, but it's not as mad because you're all probably thinking, why is his foot all high? But in real time, you get how football goes. Studs, you could see it was peak. You had to get mad stitches and shit. Seen a lot. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. That is Bobby Collier, man of the match. Man of the match for Man United. Man of the match. He might not have scored. Might have been playing for 2 minutes. Man of the match. He is the reason it's not 1-1. United are shaky from set pieces. Thank the Lord that he's probably the most switched on. He's cleared it off the line. And that's it, Fulham, man. That's it. You, man, not serious. Not serious. It's done. That's your best chance. Forget that. This is your best chance. And I can't lie. It's good to gas up Bobby Collier, but if I was Ruben Amorim, you want your players to remain focused. Everyone's going to congratulate him, but the game's still going on. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's why you have people on the post. Brilliant. Been a good week for a minute. Brilliant. Probably the best moment of the game, actually. Brilliant. Goal line clearance. Brilliant from him. Oh, no. He probably wishes he's there all the time. In the NBA and NFL, it's a franchise league, so it's to the benefit of everyone if a player's injury and medical records are a matter of public record. It's all business. They have higher grade roids and drugs. They recover quicker than regular folks. Most athletes play through pain, one painkiller, one part a day. 100%, especially now you've played in the Premier League alone. You've played like 20-odd games in the Premier League. So if your team's in Europe Madness, there's very few players that are out there right now that are playing at 100%. You might be at 98, you might be at 50, you might be at XYZ. There's someone. That's it. Onana, do not wasting time. What do we do if White is out for a year? Pray and act in the transfer market, my brother. Bro, I follow the NBA and NFL. They're so open with their injuries and the exact kind of surgeries the players get. But here you have to do some serious digging to find out what's wrong with the player. Fair enough. Man United could get second here, provided my man's on site. Bruno Fernandes, what are you doing? You're lucky Calvin Bassey's there. This has been a horrible game. Horrible. Preseason Perlo coming on. 6 minutes of added on time. I must admit, don't know where that came from, but fair play. Matter of fact, might be more useful to let an injury-prone player that has an expensive medical history go tank for the season and snipe someone in the draft. But all them other sports, football is one thing. I can only imagine the NFL, there's bare injuries you can get, let alone you could not have any injuries in your career, I guess. But concussion and all them things there, it's a real thing. Concussion in football is a madness. I must admit, obviously, I love to hear the studies and that, but you know, when them woke people coming out and saying stop headering and all of that stuff, like to teach kids to stop headering. What the fuck? This is football, lad. Like, you got a header, mate. And I hate heading. I'm one of them fullbacks. I'll only header if I have to. I'd rather, if I know I can let it jump up, go over my head and run and go and get. I hate heading. I don't hate heading for that. It's gonna sound so stupid, people, but I've just always thought, like, we're playing in the park. Obviously, on a normal day, dogs are running through this park. People shit, like, there's nitties, dog shit. I don't want the ball to do all of that. We've had 6 minutes of added on time, people. We've got just slightly under 5 minutes left of such. Fulham's best chance of the game cleared off the line. The Sandro Martinez goal makes the difference. I mean, now that I said he'll probably score, but Xerxes just an NPC at this point, isn't it? Toby Collier. Oh, first bad thing he's done. Don't know what he was doing there. Throw into Fulham. How many men you know bust their knee, ankle, hammy, and whatnot, and no longer play ball? These men are back after 6 to 8 months recovery. It's crazy. Not in the NHS waiting. You're right. You are right. But that's like you said. Like, obviously, it's within a club. Like, I hate to use words like this, but essentially, if you're a footballer, whatever team you play for, you're an investment of the club. It's in their best interest for them to get you back sooner rather than later, get you specialists and X, Y, Z. Obviously, if you're just random Joe Blogs relying on the NHS and you ain't got private insurance, you're fucked. And big up the NHS, like, could not rate the NHS enough. I was premature, I could have died. Without NHS, I'm not here making vids. But yeah, man, right now, they're how do I make it make sense? Overworked, underpaid, under-resourced, man. And like, flipping National Health Service treated like that, and that's no coincidence. That's what the government want. They don't want that to happen again. They want it. By the time I'm in my 60s, there's gonna be no NHS. I genuinely think there's gonna be no pension, there's gonna be no NHS. Dare I say, and I'm no economist, I don't think there's anything in the United Kingdom. I don't think there's anything as middle class anymore. Fucking hell, Adama Traore, bro. What's wrong with this shoot? You must be running banter. What kind of cross is that? Oh, Meunier, it's over. It should. You better pray he was offside. He wasn't. That's why you're on the bench. How? To a degree, poor finishing has cost Fulham. They haven't really created clear-cut chances, but Adama had an effort where he funded over. Obviously, an effort was cleared off the line by the Toby Ute for United. Meunier, who I'm sure was in my FPL team, because you had a real good purple patch. I don't know how. I don't know how you funded that over. I don't know how. Look at the housing crisis. It's no longer affordable. Bro, nothing's affordable. And you're right. The houses, how many houses are just bought by someone as a secondary income? Or there's a lot of vacant houses and a lot of vacant places, you know, that nobody's in. Any spare bit of land now, man, are building new builds, and these new builds are shit as well. No one can get on the mortgage ladder, really. You're getting some dead mortgage as well. If you ain't got the bank of mum and dad for a deposit, forget about it. Or if for me at 29 years of age, if your mum and dad, you know, it would even be 20 years now. But like the early 90s, what if they didn't buy a bunch of houses in Hackney and just had them as investments, you're fucked. And this is the government will sit here and blame foreigners and whatnot. It's the same government that are selling off many a land. Oh, Diallo, that was saucy. You got to score for Diallo. Diallo, FPL, pattern up. Thank you for patting up my FPL, Diallo. Saucy finish, a touch of fortune, but it's Manchester United 2, Fulham 0. Can't lie, Diallo, work on your celebration. What the fuck is that? Bye. But yeah, man, Calvin Bassey doing Bassey things. Like it's a shame, bro. Like it's a shame. Like people can't get on the housing ladder. And obviously, you look at it's life, innit? Typically, people want to get a house, get a family. People are having kids anyways, but I don't know what the rate would be called, but people are having kids later. At some point, maybe not in my lifetime, that is going to affect this generation. There's even a trades crisis. Literally, there's a shortage of plumbers and all those things. If you need to go uni, you need to go. There's no offside. Come on, there's no offside there. VAR. If you need to go uni, you need to go uni, innit? But like the jobs market's dead. People are going uni, getting straddled by debt, and then like people that have worked hard, and there's nothing. There's really. I don't want to be depressing, but if you look in this country, there's really nothing to be excited about by the future. You know, big up yourself, Bumpy. Man called him a Saka replacement. Not enough doctors or nurses, big scars if the NHS goes into paid service like the US. We're going there. Apparently, Barcelona are winning 5-0. Offside. Well, Calvin Bassey got to say, I mean, who am I to argue with technology and VAR in it? But they're saying offside. I personally can't see it, but I guess Ahmad's got to cut his toenails or wear smaller boots. Yeah, it's been ruled out, folks. It's been ruled out. But best bit of defending from Fulham in the second half. People in the northern hemisphere are generally not having enough kids. Hence why the government is all right with asylum seekers coming. Even in, I can't remember, it might be, I don't think it's China. It's one of them Asian countries. Like, they're paying people to have kids. And that's why you're seeing everyone move. Like, England is going to lose a serious amount of honest work. Like, they're going to lose a lot of entrepreneurs because they kill entrepreneurship in this country. They do. Do you know how hard it is to set up a business? And all the hidden fees and that. Then, obviously, if the job prospects are not there, whether it's skilled or low-paying jobs, this is what keeps the economy going. And then everything's getting expensive. If people are, if rising cost, if living costs and housing and all that goes up, wages are down. People have less money to spend on I wouldn't call it bullshit, but entertainment, in it, and clothing and all these things. This is what keeps and services. This is what keeps the economy going. But they've been saying this for years. The rich will just get richer, and it's just passing it down. Like, that's the thing. This is, I don't know about anyone else, but this is why I don't care what the government have to say to me or MPs and all of this, because you all just promise, do what you're doing, and the buck gets passed to the next one. No one's ever going to be held accountable. Big up you lot that believe in all that. But if you genuinely believe that the government is ever going to help you, forget about it. If there's little schemes you can take advantage of and do that, I'm not saying don't do that. But if you genuinely think there's better days, dead. Last few seconds, can Fulham get a last second dagger? Nah, it's over, bro. Yeah, Japan, one of them countries there. Yeah, he's off Banya FPL points, TG. Shut up, Marcel, man, because I bet I got more than you this week. I know I did a madness in FPL. Let me see what I did. I know I did a madness. I ain't seen. The game's done. How have I managed that? I've gone from 39th to 50th. I remember when I was in the top 3. I got 61 points. More people do media studies than there are jobs in media. Exactly. And listen, you got to do whatever route you got. But if, like, honestly, and anyone can do what they want to do, yeah, the game's done. Anyone can do what they want to do, yeah. But honestly, if you've got media ambitions and them kind of things there, you're better off, like, finding an apprenticeship, getting some work experience, and then networking and all of that. Or, you know, if there's scope for it, your own sort of content on TikTok and all of that. Unless you're in, for me anyways, if I had a child now, unless you are, like, genuinely, like, you want to be a doctor or something that you actually have to go to uni to learn, no point. But they're never going to want that, because the more people you get on debt, the more people, like, if you keep people in debt, you keep them a slave in it. If you got uni debt, a mortgage where you're struggling with unfair interest rates and all of that, is dead, bro. This country's dead, bro. They tax you when you die. Like, if I spend my whole life not only paying off my mortgage, but, like, trying to set my son or daughter up, there's inherent, bro. This country's a shag, man. Like, everything's a shag. Everything's a shag. Like, everything is a shag. It's always shag. It's always shag. Like, it's always shag. Hit the likes, man. Why is Jared Gillett on VAR for the Man United game? He's a Liverpool fan. That's why the game got thingied. AI is scary because it's gonna harm the jobs market even more. And then I know it's we're many a year away from. Hey, I'm just dropping bare stuff. We're many a year away from, like, AI taking everyone's jobs and all of that stuff. Yeah, but if you're a company, and I have the, this is where morality comes into it, because if you have if I have a company and I can get a robot to do the job, in theory, in this example, and a human, you might want to say, do you know what, we need humans to, you might do the morality thing, we need humans to get jobs, and yeah, human and that. And then you might ask yourself, a robot only needs maintaining. A robot don't need pension contributions. A robot's not going to get days off. A robot's not going to get sick days. A robot's going to work. It's getting scary, man. That's a Turbinator. Shaggy, don't know DGG. No clue what you're saying there, but don't know. Next up is the musicians. Academic also getting enrolled by students asking ChatGPT to write their essays. Congratulations to the Instagram derby. All I have to say on AI is learn how to use ChatGPT, people. Basically, like having the smartest people in the world. I must admit, I've been using that for YouTube titles and descriptions. I am every now and again. I try and think of how that could be used. 69 points for me this week. Oh, share the secrets, man. I want to be saying I'm getting all of that as well. People gotta have poor people, and you need the poor people to have kids, so those kids barely have a chance. If you're born like me, then you're fighting an uphill battle. For me, there's every reason to not be optimistic, but the only thing with everything I've said is, with all of this, I just say to myself, I'm not going out like that. Like, I can't go out like that. I get rich or die trying things, smash the light button. I'm not going out like that. Like, my life can't just be depressing and shit. So yeah, you got South Korea, sorry, with the crisis. Big up you. You lot are kind of intelligent, innit? Big up you lot. Barcelona winning 5-0. This Russian needs to stop. What the hell is going on there? Boy, we've spoken about injuries and other things, man. Big up you lot. Man said man of the match, Lissandro Martinez. 5 years, AI start talk. I think you've been taking jobs, looking hospitals already. There you have it. And this is where morality comes into it, because in an ideal world, side by side, it could be used for that. DG Super Bowl is in like a week, not too late for Adama to learn the rules. My brethren figured out how to start and scale his whole business by bouncing his ideas off ChatGPT. I must admit it was silly, but I typed my own name in. I typed my like the Ludaguna into ChatGPT just to see what it would say, and whoever installed that, big up you, innit? Like, big up you, making man sound a bit saucy. Wait, what's the this? That's not what he said. Explain to me, deluded, YouTube channel. It was gassing me. Where is it gone? Yeah. It's gassing me. I'm good, T, man. I hope you're doing well. Big up the Twitch gang. Do you reckon they let Traore oil himself up for NFL? Boy, the way he's moving, like, you might as well chat to them OnlyFans things, because you could go, if you want to do all of that, it's crazy. There's a reason private schools and public have different curriculums. Yeah, you have it. And to be honest, private school, like, I got a friend who went private school, and I always say, you're a dickhead, you know? Like, what do you mean? Like, you went private school and we don't know none of these. You didn't introduce me, and you ain't got no government working people and stuff to help us shag everything. You ain't got nothing. Like, we in the ends like me. What's going on? Yeah, but that's a shag. But at the end of it, you know what? It's not who you know. It's not what you know. It's who you know. Because there's bare smart people that, even in my industry, when it comes to YouTube, like, let's not be around the bush, bro. And this ain't no entitlement thing, bro. Like, we all watch Sky Sports, we all watch TNT, we all watch these things. We all know I'm better than half of these clowns, bro. But I don't know these people. Earth. But yeah, people, like, just for banter, like, because we was talking about ChatGPT. If we just look here, the deluded Guna, that's always annoyed me, you know, when people say the deluded Guna, where is that come from? Like, deluded Guna's YouTube channel is a popular platform primarily focused on all things Arsenal Football Club. Created by an Arsenal fan, the channel offers passionate, unfiltered, and sometimes controversial takes on the club's performances, players, management, transfers. Here's an overview of what you can expect. And then obviously it's said all of that. It's done all of that. Boy. What else could I type in? There was something else I typed in. Can I do people like the YouTube channel? I'm being silly, man. Fresnado. I swear he was getting Como. Hey. Yeah. Oh, it's gassing me. Garnered a loyal following, particularly among Arsenal fans who appreciate its, can't just say he's, raw, honest, and passionate approach to discussing the club. The creator's genuine love for Arsenal resonates with the fans. The content feels relatable, unfiltered honesty, consistency, community engagement, humor, and banter. Well, it isn't for everyone. Not for everyone. Rants might be polarizing. I don't think I did that, but cool. The channel's name is embraced in a tongue-in-cheek way. Sometimes, you know what? I didn't plan on that. But yeah, man, I'm being silly now, man. Louder, pause, man. You should use Google's Gemini AI, pretty good for web searches. I've looked into that, and I think what you know can get you into the door to who you know. Yeah, you're right. So I try to know people, because some things I've got because I know people. But at the same time, yeah, you've got to offer something as well. You know, you can't just go there with your hand out. Like, because I saw a quote. It's like if you do the work and you become what you need to, it finds you. You know, it finds you. The people then find you. Chat GPT saying we need a striker. Oh man. I'm not asking that. That sounds like Saturn Buki. I went private school half and half. First half of school in public, next half in private. Well, sunflower boy. Shout out my guy, D, man. I asked Chat GBT who Arsenal signed this season. It said we signed Martin Zubimendi and Fresneda. I had to correct it. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's in the know. Road to 100k. Follow and subscribe to Deluded Guna. Smash the like. No way, you're far too kind, man. Road to 70. I slowly climbing the table while DJ's falling off a cliff. I remember when you were in the top 10. You remember when I was there? Where was you though? See? They're just watching. See? You'll never find a hater doing better than you. See? You're not watching. Why are you watching? Where are you? Where were you? Oh, and I'll tell you what, Marcel, I'll love it. I was gonna do the Kevin Keegan thing, but yeah, man. A robot can't sue for whoa. Hey, man. If I'm a company and AI can do my accounting, you'd imagine there'll be AI to do genuine admin, accounting, taxation, bare things. Like, unless I genuinely, it's scary because obviously, if you're smart, you could be the someone that maintains the robots and the AI system, and things of that ilk. Or like I think Gary Vaynerchuk said, he's like, you ain't got nothing to. If you're a content creator or something and you've got personality, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Obviously, you can create a robot with personality, but you get the point. We all got to worry about it, man. We all got to worry about it. Chat GBT hitting hard on DG. Don't hate me, man. Don't hate me, man. Hate the player, hate the game, man. Hate the player, hate the game, man. How many years? I want to see how much it knows about me. How many years has Deluded Guna made content? 2016. Yeah, this don't know that. Man are talking about several years. Has been active for several years, consistently providing content focused on Arsenal Football Club. While the exact start date isn't specified in the available information, the channel has amassed over 64,000 subscribers and produced approximately 9,900 videos as of January 2025. The creator also engages with the audience through other platforms such as Twitch. Make sure you're following on TikTok and Spotify, where they host who is the day? But anyways, they host live streams discussing football related topics. Given the volume of content and the established subscriber base, it's evident that the Deluded Guna has been creating content for a significant period, likely spanning multiple years. Don't beef me, beef the robots. Hey, ChatGPT is cold, man. Boy, you're a fool, you know, because you're that. Now I'm gonna stop doing that. Can you ask ChatGPT why the like button don't get mashed? How can I make my fans hit the like button on YouTube? ChatGPT got this. Is, you know what? ChatGPT, this must be a guy. Therefore, ain't no man for me. All inclusive platform. If that's your thing, do your thing. Create a call to action hook. Oh, this ain't helping, man. AI girlfriend incoming. God forbid. God forbid. No, do you know what? On a serious note, I did watch a documentary about that. That is going to happen because bare people are lonely, you know. That is going to happen. We live in a day and age where we've all watched them silly documentaries. Like, guys are going out, guys are married to, what do you call them things in the shop? Mannequins and that. Like, weird. Going to give you some good answers, probably. You know what? It should use visual cues, engage emotionally. We do all of it. I'm wavy already. What should I type in? What is the future of YouTube in, I don't know how we got in 2025. Well, we already know this short content will dominate but not replace long form AI. We know that, man. They will be it, man. You're forgetting, man, are weird, bro. Like, as much as I know I'm going left, but like we've all seen that, like Lily Phillips and all them whores, OnlyFans skets doing the most. They're only like realistically, yeah. I think they've got no morals. I think they failed themselves, let alone their family. Because as much as if I was your dad, boy, it's peak. You would have got sent back home in it. You're on a madness. But let's be honest, sex sells. There's bare weirdos, bro. Like there's bare weirdos. Like the best industry, I guess, is capitalizing, not for me, but on men's horniness. There's weirdos out there, bro. Like there's weirdos. There's man that donate to gal because they're just eating food on a live stream. Boy, DG versus ChatGPT live, watch along. Only fan is clear indication that man will pay for Panani. Real robot AI will trick man for company. It's done, bro. After the 100 Lily Phillips content's not hitting the same minute Wolf. She's finished. And I'm not gonna lie, do you know how disgusting you as a man, bro? Like, do you not feel like a dickhead? Like, you don't know nothing about this guy. There's bare guys, just you're lining up. Fair enough, man. Each to their own, man. It's crazy. Like her, like I don't want to sound fucked when I'm saying this, and everyone's got free will in this world, yeah, but people like her should not have children, bro. Because this is people don't understand about digital footprint. Once it's out there forever, you know. You're there forever. And half of these OnlyFans girls and these people doing this stuff, you don't think, like, I don't know, if you're 20, 25, 30, you don't think in the next 20 years when you lot have kids, if you haven't got one already, you don't think these kids are not going to get bullied in school. You don't think there's going to be a you in secondary school, because school kids are harsh. They will find that stuff out. And if people in class be seeing your mum's breast, crazy. Big up them lot. Boy, I stay away from it. But you just scroll on your timeline and you're seeing the cutaways. DG see the Jamaican mum stop her son. Yeah, you shouldn't, bro. She should have slapped his blood clot. Like the very fact that you're going over it. I don't know what's going on, man. You know what? We have to pray, whether you're Christian, Muslim, whatever religion you are. Just even if you're atheist, pray, man, because it's I think what we can all understand and comprehend here now, for a variety of reasons, mankind, or better yet, humanity, it is scary already. Like, and it's getting scarier. Yeah, she could do that, but you're gonna have kids, bro. You are gonna have kids. She doesn't care, but you're gonna have kids. I don't care because it ain't nothing to do with me. Like, boy, and you know that little kid, you can't give nobody verbal in secondary school, you know. You can't give verbal because it just be like, shut up, mum. Because I know what I would do in secondary school. God forgive me, but if some kid in my school gave me verbal and I do that, I swear to you, in IT or ICT or computer class, wherever it is, I'm gonna load it up on everyone's computer, including the teachers. Like, I was kind of fucked like that. I'd have to ship my son back home if he attends it, bro. I'd have to sit there, bro. Like, I'd have to have serious conversations with him. Like, no way you thought this was a good idea. Like, above all, it's lame. You're queuing up for front, like red light district, and even man that do that, bro. People are scary, man. It is. No, they're on that. And let's be honest, if we're gonna go deeper, yeah. Unfortunately, people that are sexually liberated to that extent, unfortunately, they typically have stories of a lack of self-esteem and abuse. So it's a mad. It's all mad. It's all mad. It's sad. It's sad. And at some point, yeah, she might make millions of pounds or whatever she's doing. At some point, she's gonna sit in a room and I hope. Well, I don't care, but I hope you don't, because you're gonna have regret. You're gonna have regret. You're gonna feel like a piece of shit, and I hope it doesn't go how it might. But and even that, like, you know what, yeah, sex, yeah. Even for a woman, like they say, men need a place, women need a reason, men just need a place. Even as a woman, if you can like just suck it, like you, there's maybe not so much in today's day and age, but there's like a special kind of bond with sex, really. Like if you deep it, and she's just freeing up for everyone. You don't even know. My man might not even wash his balls. Fair enough, though, man. Each to their own, mate. Nothing to do with me. 100% out. You master could never for that. Not lining up for nothing. You're going mad. I got a lot of problems in my life. Getting girl could never be one. That could never. And if she likes it, that's Big her up, man, because I've always said some of the hoes are the coolest girls, but won't let that happen to me, though. Someone's going to wife it as well. Crazy. But on that note, though, people, we've gone left in it. We've spoken about bare things. I see you lot tomorrow in it again. Just make sure your notification bells and all of those things are on. And obviously, when the content's out, the content's out. Next week, we're definitely doing a watch along on Wednesday. Arsenal playing Girona. Sunday, Arsenal versus City. Yeah, just make sure your notification bells are on. If you're on YouTube, please make sure you're checking out the community tab, because that's where I typically post stuff. And if you follow me on my socials, especially Instagram and Twitter, Deluded Gooner, you have nothing to worry about. Follow on TikTok as well. Be things we're doing. Hopefully, if you're new here, you've hit the subscribe button. Let's try and get to 70K, people. On that, hope you've all enjoyed. Hope I provided some content. Thank you very much for being part of this thing. Peace.
Against this right back, Charlie's definitely.
There's always just that active red flag. Defenders, I think, it's like.
tongue